They affect us all. And so, tonight on Second Nature, we'll be recycling some old nature footage.
Folks, ladies and gentlemen, children of age, just to be clear, not for kids, but folks, here we are again, another impromptu stream. I think Grampy's streaming right now too, so there's enough lulls to go around for everyone. Wherever your venue of choice, we've got it coming to you hot. I've actually just been trying to catch up on the Von Helton stuff. He's got 2 streams. Todd Malicote caught the one today. There's another one I'm waiting to process. It's Lulzy. I'm told. I didn't get to watch much of it, but apparently Von Helton received paperwork yesterday that said they are not going to press charges. Repeat, they are not going to pursue any charges against Larry Frost. Contrary to what Von had all figured out. Surprise, surprise, Von was wrong. So he's not too happy. So if Von Helton is your fix, you're going to get lots of it tomorrow night at 11. Because I think it's going to be pretty much the Von Helton show. We got hours of content to sift through. So we'll save that for tomorrow. But this is some other drama going on the side. So for those of you that are in the know, apparently Shanny had released a video. She was displeased with a certain thumbnail that G-Man made where she was punching burnt toast. And she didn't agree with that. She came out, said something. G-Man responded. Shanny went back on Twitch, did a half-hour stream. And then apparently tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, G-Man is going live with his takedown of Shanny. Now, wedged in between this, folks, we have a little dibble-dabble drop by Burnt Toast of a phone call or something. I haven't even listened to this stuff yet. I'm just being told. I just grabbed the video files. Where G-Man talks about possibly the main reason that the kids got taken away. And he's got some other shit to say, too. So this will be interesting. We're going to get caught up between now and 8. Now, I thought it was on the Reaping or Sowing and Reaping channel. Maybe it's on his main G-Man channel. If anybody actually has a link to his live at 8 p.m., maybe you could send me it on Discord as a private message, if you don't mind, just so I'm not running around trying to look for the link. I thought it was on this channel. I saw a link for it somewhere. But if someone doesn't mind doing that, that would save some time. But I thought between now and then, let's get caught up. Let's get caught up on the events, folks. And this might potentially be a hot one. We don't know. G-Man might pull his punches. G-Man might pull his punches. But if anybody out there, do you know what channel he's going to be going live on? Is it the main G-Man channel? Or is it going to be the Sowing and Reaping? I'm not sure. So I'm just going to try my best to go in order here. I haven't even had time to set up a playlist yet. But we'll start with the apology to Burnt Toast. We'll start with the apology to Burnt Toast. Actually, let me get this. My sufficiency's fancified here, folks. We'll get this. All right, we got the audio open. We'll start with the apology. We'll just work our way up until the live broadcast. And we'll see where it goes. We don't know. We don't know. That's the thing with lulls, folks. You never fucking know. I'm just sipping on a Grape Crush. Not a sponsor. Let me just have a little sip. Wet my whistle. Try not to drink so much soda nowadays, but I just had a craving for grape. I don't know. Sowing and Reaping is what you heard. Well, we're here, so we're waiting. So at 8 o'clock, we should find him live. But folks, check it. Okay, I'll check my DMs. All right, so let's get going here. Let's get this party rolling. Time is of the essence. I don't think this is the right one. I'm sorry. This is the next one we're going to watch. Let's apology to Burnt Toast. That's what we want. And we'll skip it up. Skipping. Here we go. All right. Folks.
Hi guys. I know it's been a while, but I've been going through a lot, and I turned on YouTube. I shouldn't have, and saw a G-Man video, and it had my face on it, and it was a picture of my face imposed on someone punching someone, and it turned out to be someone called Burnt Toast. I don't really know who this person is. I know they make videos about me, but
I'm going to call bullshit on that. She knows who Burnt Toast is. But anyways.
I just want to go and apologize to Burnt Toast and tell Burnt Toast that I never agreed to that picture. I would never condone a picture like that. I don't condone violence. I worked very hard through therapy to correct certain violent tendencies I've gotten because of abuse. And I find it very insulting that he would put me in such a violent display towards someone that I don't even know. Especially when, you know, most of the time I'm preaching and talking about peace and not going after people, and it really disturbed me, and it makes me wonder if he sees me that way. Like, I hit people, I hurt people, and I don't. I don't condone it at all, and I'm so sorry, Burnt Toast, of any misconceptions you got toward me or anything like that. I told G-Man I don't want him to speak about me anymore or talk for me, because really he doesn't really know me if he's posting pictures like that. I'm a pacifist, a practicing pacifist. I know there were times in my life where I failed at being a pacifist, but ultimately I am, and I want peace and harmony for the rest of my life. I don't want to be in a state of constant conflict, and for some reason G-Man, he gets in these moods where he wants conflict with people, and I can't condone it. And him trying to bring me into a middle of a fight that I don't have the strength to even do, or I don't even want to do. There's no will to fight, Burnt Toast, at all. And there never will be a will. Huh?
I'm gonna go get us something.
Rev's on it. He's going to go get them something. But, okay, so that was that. So let's jump to G-Man's response.
Wow. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel. Y'all do not want to miss my show tonight.
Oh, listen to that quality, folks.
Because unfortunately, I'm going to have to go in on Shanny tonight. But I will say this much now. Shanny made a video on Twitch talking about me and rebuking me for getting on Burnt Toast without really taking a look at Burnt Toast's YouTube channel. She's taken a look at a couple of thumbnails that I had on here and looked at a couple of things that I said and I did or whatever on here. And now she's trying to use that as a means to talk about me on Twitch. And since all of this narrative is going around saying that I was trying to get with Shanny sexually and all this other stuff, my show is going to reap with awesomeness tonight. Because not only am I going to put these reaction people in their place, again, but it's about time that I made a response to Shanny.
So the glove has been dropped, folks. So that's where we're at as far as this goes. Now, Shanny put out another video today on Twitch. We're going to take a look at that. But just before we do, actually, I know there's a little bit of a delay here, folks, but give me a 1 in the chat if you want a little tea spilt. Do we want a little tea spilt? Should we spill a little tea? Give me a 1 in the chat if you want. Just a little taste. Just a little dibble dabble on the tip of your tongue. A little bit of tea. I want to see some 1s. I know you do, but I still want to see it. Stroke my ego. Also, folks, if you don't mind thumbsing up the video and all that kind of stuff. See, oh, we got a 1, we got a 1, we got a 1, another 1, 1, 1. That's what I'm talking. Yes, we got 1s, folks. All right. You thirsty bastards. So, like I said, Burnt Toast. I haven't even listened to this yet. Burnt Toast has made her own little response in a way, where she's put out a recording of G-Man talking to someone, maybe on the phone, I'm not sure. And he talks about some stuff going on behind the scenes. So again, this is Burnt Toast, says to be continued. So this is just a taste. Just a taste, folks. Just a taste. Let's take it. This is before the kids were taken.
You're toast, buddy!
To be perfectly honest, if they use squatter against me, that's not going to bother me. I'll just go to the tenant and be like, look, you can move in the following month. But the electricity and that water is going off.
Ah.
No matter what, because I'm not going to sit there and let them run my credit through the ground. If all that money that Red had is going, I said, listen, I am not Red. Then they're sending me all these text messages saying that that my goal was to get shit. I'm like, what? I said, no, I had no goal like that. I'm not interested in getting shit. He never was interested in getting shit. You know what I mean? Livable. So if we go to court, CPS is going to take their kid.
Huh. So G-Man, let's listen to that again. Let's put that back. I want to put that back. This is right from G-Man's mouth. All right, let's have a listen.
To be perfectly honest, if they use squatter against me, that's not going to bother me. I'll just go to the tenant and be like, look, you can move in the following month. But the electricity and that water is going off. No matter what, because I'm not going to sit there and let them run my credit through the ground. If all that money that Red had is going, I said, listen, I am not Red. Then they're sending me all these text messages saying that that my goal was to get shit. I'm like, what? I said, no, I had no goal like that. I'm not interested in getting shit. He never was interested in getting shit. You know what I mean? Livable. So if we go to court, CPS is going to take their kid.
Uh-huh. So we'll be waiting with bated breath for the continuance of that. But that's straight from G-Man's mouth before the kids were taken. Yeah. So, back to our regularly scheduled broadcast here. Shanny put out a Twitch video today, and it's called Love Your Enemy. So we're going to watch that until Gary goes live. Folks, here we go.
Looks like it's going good. It's going good. Good. That's good. Alright. Awesome. Alright. Zup. Alright. G-Man, I didn't want to have to do this video. I've been debating over doing this video. But I think since you're so public right now, and I tried to tell you this stuff in private, and you're not listening, and you're making things very public, and then you're twisting my intentions of why I did something. Me apologizing to Burnt Toast was...
Yeah, I apologize. The background noise, she's low. I mean, I can give it a little more juice, but I've got everything pretty much cranked here, folks. So that's about all. That's all she can give, Captain.
Not about trying to get donations and try to get into good favor with the atheists, or how you put it, sympathy with the atheists. See, I'm out of YouTube, okay? I'm out of the great debate, okay? I'm out of that shit, you know? And I've been living life in the real life and not online, okay? And just because you're in an argument with someone does not mean that I'm in an argument with that person, or I'm in conflict with that person, because, again, I am not. But to twist my intentions to such stupidity is very insulting to me. I'm sorry, G-Man, but I do not have to fight your battles for you. You know I'm very sick. And I don't have the energy for this shit anymore. Okay? I don't like doing this. I'd rather play Stardew Valley in the quiet of my home and relax for the whole day. And you caused the last few days of my life to be tormented and painful because of internet bullshit. And I just don't appreciate you doing that to me. And then you turn around and say, I'm on my high horse because I tell you I don't like how you're treating me. Instead of doing what decent people do, and that's just stopping the behavior that's hurting the other person. I don't appreciate that shit. I love you. I'm not your enemy, but there's gotta be a point in your life that you put the sword down, Peter, and you stop fucking cutting people's ears off. You know, just because you're in a pissy mood doesn't mean you have to start a fight with everyone. I mean, you came to me and Jason.
Yeah, I see G-Man he has started to go live, but I think, isn't he just kind of playing his promos? And let me see, let me catch up. Yeah, he's just kind of playing his bullshit. So I'll mute it. We'll keep an eye on it. When he actually starts babbling, we'll switch over.
With such harshness the other day, over Rube.
I'm gonna make a prediction. He's gonna puss out about talking about Shanny too much, because he was talking tough earlier, and I think he's going to go more at, it's going to be burnt toast, and like I thought, Gentleman Pioneer, I was thinking, who could he be talking to that would record it? And I think he's going to shift the blame, the burden, over to those people, and ease up on Shanny. We'll see.
Rumors that were started over the internet had nothing to do with us, or anything. You just decided to lash out on us, and we're like, what the hell? We haven't even been online or said anything. But you took a rumor and lashed out on us, and you've been continuing to lash out on us, and I've been seeing the little fucking digs you've been doing on, I'm not like Shanny and Rev. No, you're fucking not like Shanny and Rev. Okay? We usually ignore adversity, because that's what you're supposed to do when you're a believer in Christ. You're supposed to mark and avoid those who cause contention and division contrary to what Scripture says. You're not supposed to keep at them, or you could even go to Titus 3:9 through 11 and read that you admonish someone twice. This is my second admonishment of you, and then afterward you leave them alone as a heretic, and that's what I'm going to do after this if you don't listen to me this time. Is I'm going to label you as a heretic, because you are acting like Lucifer right now. Straightforward. I looked again on your channel to see if you were talking about me, and there you are, calling burnt toast H-O. And you try to, like, say that she has STDs and all this other horrible stuff toward her. Like, I don't know her, but that is not a way how to talk to a woman. That is some, like, that stuff, that's how drag fucking talks. And I've been realizing in this stuff is, I think the conflict between you and drag is really because you guys are really fucking alike. And you get on each other's nerves because you are so alike. You both fucking scheme. You both fucking attack women on a daily. On a daily, you're attacking a woman. Saying how stupid they are, or how they are, or sexualize them in some way, or putting some sexual dig in a woman. That's what you've been doing. And that's essentially why I apologize to Burnt Toast.
Get my thoughts and everything.
Because I saw you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel. And as always, let's make sure the audio is okay before we get started with the slaughter. Let me see something. Where are you? Here we go. Okay, so here we go. Perfect. Again, everyone, how you guys doing today? Welcome to the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel. And today, as always, we're going to prove that the reaction atheist community are nothing but a bunch of liars and hypocrites. And we're going to show, we're actually going to be a bit of a, how can I put this, because I was going to let them have their fun, but I'm going to kind of give you guys a couple of spoilers for the future and to let everybody know why, once again, we can't trust the interpretations of these reaction people. So again, welcome everyone to Sowing and Reaping. Veckel, my brother from another mother, if you're watching, I sent you the link. All you got to do is click on it. You can come in. I'll allow you to come in. I sent that to you before the show started, so you'll be able to get in here. So anyway, guys, very interesting day today. I was on my phone today, minding my own business, and somebody tagged me into something that was going on YouTube. And at first it was Burnt Toes, G-Man, they mentioned you, and Dragnet said something about me, and YouTube notified me that Dragnet mentioned me. Dragnet mentions me every single day, even when he's in bed with his wife. Like, even she's annoyed by it. So I'm getting these notifications. I go and I look at this audio. Now, not only that, but I make my little funny response to it because I don't take these people very seriously at all, and I'm showing that I don't take them seriously. But then, because Shanny wants to suck up to the atheist community, I'm going to keep saying it. I'm not going to change my mind about that because I believe that's what she's doing. And plus, she's going to look pretty bad today because I know she's watching, and I know she's going to watch. She has no idea what they're saying about her on Burnt Toes' YouTube channel. So I'm going to show Shanny what they're saying over there, and then hopefully she'll understand why I'm doing what I'm doing to Burnt Toes. Now, Shanny also made some claims saying that I'm being just like, well, not Shanny. The other voice of Shanny, Revelation News, was making the claim that I'm being just like the reaction people. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to let everybody know something. Here's one spoiler for this show today. I will be taking no prisoners. There will be no POWs, no prisoners of war. There will only be absolute positive slaughters. And to be perfectly honest, these people have themselves to be blamed. These people to blame. Because number one, I'm going to play some people out on here today. GP name is in the title for a reason. And I'm just going to just reveal some things today to show people why I consistently and habitually say that you need to have a DTA mentality when dealing with atheists, and that is a don't trust atheists mentality. These people don't know how to stop lying. For them to constantly tag my name and G-Man lied, G-Man lied, G-Man lied. My response to them is this. First of all, we all know I didn't lie. They're just butthurt. But let's just say, hypothetically speaking, I did. What's wrong with that in your worldview again? I thought lying was okay in atheism. But we'll get to your hypocrisy a little bit later. What I want to do is I want to examine the claim, because some of these claims are so funny that Beckel should probably wait before he comes in this room, because you guys are going to be dying of laughter when you look at the logic of these people. Okay? So I'm wondering what we should show first. Should I show you the video that Drag made on his YouTube channel? Let's do that first. He has his YouTube short on his channel. Let me make sure I got it ready. No, that's me checking out my sports show. That's my channel. That's not it. This is the video I'm going to review. This is going to be a long show today, guys. I'm not going to do a short one, although I could have just made a 3-minute video, said this, and this, and that'd have been it. But I feel like a longer ponage is needed. Okay, so I don't have the YouTube short here for everybody to see it. So let me put it over here. I'll just tell you what he said, because I know a lot of you saw it. I mean, after all, most of you are subscribed to his YouTube channel. There's a few of you who are not, because you understand what kind of a monster that person is and why he's a failure and he has no life. But let me make sure I can get that YouTube short so I can show everybody. Because I thought I had it on here. I don't know why I closed. Maybe I closed it because of bandwidth. Oh, here we go. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at, ladies and gents, is we're going to look at... Oh, and by the way, I plan on opening the room up later. Nobody's going to come in. That's another spoiler. If you come in the room before your time, I will just pay attention to who you are and won't let you back in here. It's as simple as that. I won't block it. But I might even change my mind about opening up the room. And that's not my fault. You atheists have no self-control. You don't know how to act like adults. Most of you are probably little kids anyway. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it is what it is. And
well, the only way they can come in is if you give them the link,
out of the mouth of an adult is usually a child. So let's go to the YouTube short where Drag makes himself look stupid again. Let's go here real quick, guys. Oh, let me mute. Hold on. Gotta mute first.
Audio. Evidently, G-man was fully aware that the kids were being abused, neglected, and did not care up until the point that he had to kick out Shanny and Rev. If you have not already, check out Burnt Toast channel. We have some new audio. Evidently, G-man was fully aware that the kids were being abused, neglected, and did not care up until the point that he had to kick out Shanny and Rev. Surprise, surprise, right?
Unmute. So what we're doing right now is we're looking at the claims. You guys heard right now. I knew they was being abused and didn't care because of an audio that everybody heard. And we're going to be playing that audio very shortly, ladies and gentlemen, as well as some other little funny things that I have prepared for this particular show to show Dragnet Silvis and the reaction community how much I don't care is that they got going on with them because they're lying through their teeth. Okay, now there's something else that you guys need to see that I noticed was a claim on Drag's channel, and I found this to be really interesting. Is actually one of the motivating reasons I'm actually making this video, because again, I could have crushed this nonsense with a single screen share or a 3-minute video, but instead of me doing that, I want everybody to take a look at this claim here. Now remember what he just said. Now, okay, I want everybody to take a look at this here. Then we'll get the GP and all these other people in a moment. I don't need the mute for this. So anyway, this is your Lord and Savior, your God, the person that never is ever wrong. The success story of all of you guys, Mr. Brokenut Silvis, who is an utter failure in my opinion. But let's read this anyway here, and let's do this in dramatic fashion, just so that I can the laughing at Dragnut can just be all the better. Just so people are caught up, sowing and reaping. That would be me, G-Man. Knew that Revelation News TV and Shanny had kids in unlivable condition and only became concerned about the kids' welfare after they alleged that G-man wanted to get with Shanny sexually. So G-man lied when he stated that the kids were fine based on this new audio we received, which was recorded prior to Jason's arrest and the kids being taken. Sowing and reaping is complicit in the neglect of Shanny's 2 children, as far as I'm concerned. Those of you who are Christian, this is why I wish Vecca wasn't here, because he would have got his laugh on with this one. Those of you who are Christian, let me say that again. Those of you who are Christian, ask yourself, is this something a Christian would do? And that's what we're going to do, end quote there. So So far we got the audio with Drag incriminating himself and making himself look stupid, and we got the a community thingy on there with Drag not incriminating himself. The reason why he's incriminating himself is he's making a monstrous claim, and I was always told by the atheist community, just like a lot of you were told before you got conned into that cult that you guys are part of, in which the fool has said that there is no God, you know, and said that there ain't no God. I thought the burden of proof was on the one making the claim. So according to Drag, he heard this audio and he came to the conclusion, now right before Rev went to jail, and I believe that was, let's see, this is 2022. This is September. I believe that took place in, let me see something, September, August, what, June, July this happened or whatever. I'm not 100% sure because I don't really remember these things because I don't retain a lot of this stuff in here. You know what I mean? I have a life and I have other things going on in it. So if you guys can refresh me on when he actually went, that would be great. I could probably go to their YouTube channels or go to the archives and find out for myself. But I believe it was around June or July when this happened, right? Of this year, of 2022. Now, the audio that you guys are going to hear is part of the claim. My good friend and view whore herself, Burnt Toast, has once again left her legs wide open to try to say as many stupid things as possible to try to get views for her YouTube channel. Because after all, telling the truth, who wants to hear that? Everybody wants to be lied to. So let's take a look at this audio and let's see if there's anything in it. Number one, because we're going to listen to this audio several times, whether or not there's anything in it that would suggest that I wanted Shanny sexually. Okay? That's the first thing we're going to look at. And then we're going to look at the other parts of the claims. And then we're going to laugh at Dragnet in unison. Okay. So let's go to this first here. Okay. And then we'll go to GP because I know where this audio came from. The moment I heard this, I was like, oh, brother, here we go. So now I got the next 3 months already figured out in my head. My spies told me what was going on. So like I said, this stuff is weak sauce as far as I'm concerned. And trust me, when I want it to be some real sauce, there's going to be some real sauce on here and some very angry Silvers on here. And I'm going to show you just how mad Dragnet really is about all of this. And yes, Drag, I got the proof. Okay, and you're gonna see it tonight. There ain't gonna be no more tomorrow. I'm gonna show you how angry you are, little man. Okay, you don't like being called little man, do you? Well, that's just too bad. Let's get to the video.
You're toast, buddy.
To be perfectly honest, if they use squatter against me, that's not gonna bother me. I'll just go to the tenant and be like, look, you can move in the following month. But the electricity in that water is going off. No matter what, because I'm not going to sit there and let them run my credit through the ground. All that money that Rev had is going after. Listen, I am not Rev. Then they're sending me all these text messages saying that that my goal was to get shit. I'm like, what? I said, no, I had no goal like that. I'm not interested in getting shit. He never was interested in getting shit. You know what I mean? Livable. So if we go to court, CPS is going to take their kid.
So first and foremost, we all know that this thing was cut up because there's a pause there and then this says livable. So obviously they played with the audio a little bit. But where is anywhere in that audio about me wanting Shanny sexually? What we're going to do, ladies and gents, we're going to teach Dr. Brokenut Silvis, who is an utter idiot. I don't know why he went to college because this guy has no education whatsoever. We're going to use logic and we're going to take what we heard on multiple occasions and we're going to come down to a logical conclusion. Or whether or not the reaction community is lying, and by the way, he's a spoiler, they are, or whether or not they have an agenda, okay?
So, of course, G-Man focuses on something that audio didn't even really cover, but apparently someone's saying in the chat that Shanny is live playing Stardew, so we got all kinds of moving parts here, folks. We'll keep you up to date the best we can. Whoops.
As a matter of fact, the only thing that you do here is me saying that that's ridiculous. And to prove it, you can hear it again. Because we're going to do this several times, guys. So just get ready.
You're toast, buddy.
To be perfectly honest, if they use squatter against me, that's not going to bother me. I'll just go to the tenant and be like, look, you can move in the following month. But the electricity in that water is going off. No matter what, because I'm not going to sit there and let them run my credit through the ground. All that money that Rev had is going after. Listen, I am not Rev. Then they're sending me all these text messages saying that that my goal was to get shit. I'm like, what? I said, no, I had no goal like that. I'm not interested in getting shit. He never was interested in getting shit.
And by the way, I do have a phone and I do have a bunch of text messages around when my when my relative passed away, and I have some really interesting text messages directly from Revelation News and Shanny for Christ that I'm not going to show today. But I'm going to tell you this, though. I'm going to tell you this. You heard what I said on there. I'm talking about Rev. I'm talking about Shanny. But what's interesting is I'm talking about getting a tenant during this particular time. I want you guys to keep listening here so that you can understand why I do not deem Burnt Toast, Dragnet Silvis, or the rest of that clown or the rest of that clown show over there that calls themselves intellectuals over there as being intellectual. These people are stupid. I don't believe Burnt Toast passed her GED. You know what I mean? And she did. Somebody did her homework for her. Drag's an idiot. We all know Scientist Sam was doing his homework for him. And yes, Dragnut, if you want to challenge me on that, don't sing it. Bring it. Got some scientific questions I want to ask you, Mr. Biology. Or you're going to run like you did last time with True Empiricism Challenge you to a debate on evolution. But anyway, I digress. Let's continue to get into this now. And by the way, this is not a reaction video. This is a video response. Just to educate some of the dumber viewers that I have watching that don't know the difference. A reaction channel is when you have not seen the content and you are reacting to it. I watched this numerous times. I've read what I'm going to show you numerous times. So I'm not reacting to it. I'm responding to it. When you guys learn how to pick up your vocabulary, you guys will understand that, okay? The reason why I talk to you atheists is because you guys are gullible. I'm about to start telling you Bigfoot exists, and you're probably going to agree with it. You know what? How about this? You atheists believe that Bigfoot exists, don't you? Check this out, guys. Bigfoot exists. I got a picture here to prove it. That's how you guys behave here on YouTube. But anyway, let's get back to this audio here and play it again and find out what it is that we're talking about. Then we're going to take it from Burnt Toast and drag to GP. And why I know this community thinks I'm stupid and why this community is going to get actually, you're not even going to get a G-smack. I'm just going to laugh at you people. Because until you guys actually do something that I actually care about, there's no need to give you a G-smack. A G-smack and me laughing at you are two entirely different things. When I'm laughing at you, I don't take you as a threat. I think you're a joke and no one should take you seriously. You can go find some carrots to eat or something like that. But if you want to talk about a G-smack, that's when I start showing everybody what I got and whatnot, which I believe that is their goal. And they're going to have to work a lot harder than this, ladies and gents, because this rated G mess that they're putting on here right now ain't making me move none the faster.
You're toast, buddy.
To be perfectly honest, if they use squatter against me, that's not going to bother me. I'll just go to the tenant and be like, look, you can move in the following month. But the electricity and that water is going off. No matter what.
So we're talking about a tenant. And we're talking about squatter rights. So obviously, we're talking about whether or not Shanny and Red would move at that particular time. That's very important here. No, there's nothing sexual is going on here. There's no talk about me wanting Shanny sexually or this being right before the arrest or anything like that. Dragnut, you're an idiot, dude. Not only did you fail math, as far as like how tall a person is or how short a person is, but your time frames are terrible too. You are one gullible, four-eyed moron, dude. But anyway, let's continue.
You're toast, buddy.
So that's like, what, the third time playing the audio? I don't think he's really addressed much any of the actual points people care about in the audio, but anyways.
Because I'm not going to sit there and let them run my credit through the ground. If all that money that Red had is going, I said, listen, I am not Red. Then they sending me all these text messages saying that that my goal was to get shit. I'm like,
Nick James donated $4.99 through Super Chat. What's going on now? I'm at work making money. Is G-Man really live crying right now? Not using the finger right again?
Pretty much, yep, in a nutshell.
You know what I mean? So again, if you're an atheist and you're wondering why religious people don't like you, it's not because you guys pwn us. It's because you guys lie 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. Even Richard Dawkins said when I showed you the series on, the truth about atheism, how lying is used to spread atheism. Like I'm not ignorant to what your belief system is. I understand your atheistic belief system better than you. But let's continue. So we're talking about a tenant, we're talking about squatters, and we're talking about how I'm different than Rev. And I was on the phone with somebody having this conversation. And I'm going to fill in the blanks for everybody so everybody can understand. Okay? Number one, I was on the phone with either two people. And let me tell you something. The person that I was on the phone with was Gentleman Pioneer. Now, Gentleman Pioneer, you're probably watching this, dude. What I want you to do, since you have an Android phone, I don't think you have an Apple or a phone or anything like that. But if you do, you can go look it up. Go look up call recorder, my friend. I want you to go look up something called call recorder. It's kind of like Skype recorder that I have on YouTube. That I have on Skype. You call me, my recorder immediately goes off. You know what I mean? It immediately will record you if you talk to me on Skype. Just like my phone will automatically record you. I don't care what state you're in. Okay? It's going to record to protect me so that you don't try to sit there and say I said something when I know I didn't. But I don't even need to show you the full audio. Where does anybody see anything about me wanting Shanny sexually? I mean, like Drag, if you wanted to make a claim that I wanted Shanny sexually, why didn't you go to my Drunken Peasants episode where I went there and I was talking about Oreos and her not getting the chocolate? Like, there's a ton of those videos laying around on YouTube. Like honestly, dude, you are terrible at this, dude. And I think you're kind of terrible on purpose because, like I said, y'all channels need a stimulus package. Y'all need a boost in order to be relevant anymore on here. You guys talk about how my channel is dead. No. Y'all channels died a long time ago when you had to bring down your channels to appease trolls all the time. Nobody or any real influence is watching you guys, I promise you, and wanting anything to do with you guys and the work that you're doing on your YouTube channels. All right. So far we heard about I'm ranting on about a new tenant coming in and what they would do if they were squatters. Now, when I was on the phone with, and I'm going to use Gentleman Pioneer here, and Gentleman Pioneer should be lucky. This is all I'm saying. Because he threatened me in that same community post, and I'm going to show everybody what he said in that community. As a matter of fact, let's look at that first before we look at what I said to GP. Just so everybody not making this mess up. I want everybody to take a look at this. All right? So again, this is Dragon 2 channel. Again. Let's go up here. See, here's the thing. I'm hurting Dragnut. I'm hurting this community because I'm exposing them for being a bunch of hypocrites. And I'm not going to stop. Obviously, what I'm doing has been down. So this is Gentleman Pioneer talking to Drag. And he says, what's up? This is GP. WTF is going on? Okay, wow. Why do you have this man child threatening and accusing me for giving you audio recordings? There's no communication between you, me, or anyone from G-Man, G-Man's universe, except Lubis, or expect Lubis, or whatever. I think he meant by accept. All right. To my knowledge, we are all careless for each other. Tell the punk. GP, those are some interesting words you use about me, dude. I can't wait until you let go of those audios because you better put them in their entirety. You better put them in their entirety because you reveal what you do for a living and a lot of stuff that you did, sir, in a lot of those recordings. Because the first time you do it, I'll put the other half out there because you started. Then you won't have a case against me, GP. Now let's get back to reading. Who career you ended? Who career you ended? To back off with these accusations, or I will definitely release you.
Consent state without informing them. That's kind of illegal.
Thank you very much, Wilson. Sorry I was late on that. I was actually getting a drink, but thank you very much.
Just in case you post this on the community tab, G-Man, drop the link in the chat tonight or email me the link, punk. Stop making accusations and man up. And man the blank up. Oh, don't worry, GP. I'm going to give you an opportunity to come in here and take this whipping like a good little man, like you are, dude. So anyway, I was on the phone with GP, and GP always had these habits. See, GP, I'm gonna admit a couple of things to you, dude. I've been suspicious about you for a very long time. As a matter of fact, I would say after about a month of talking to you behind the scenes, you gave me some good advice. I'll give you that. You gave me some good advice. You know what I mean? You was a pretty big enemy, at least I think, to the reaction idiots here on YouTube. People just don't know how dangerous you really were at the end of the day. And I'm dying for you to let go of those recordings. Absolutely dying. Because then that means in order for you not to be sued, you have to let them go in their entirety in order to not be guilty of slander. Okay? So by all means, you have my permission to put them out there as long as you play them in their entirety. because you talk about what you do for a living. You talk about all that stuff. And I'm sure those idiots would love to hear what I know you're going to say, because I remember a lot more, dude, than you think I do. Not to mention, you're not the only one with copies of this stuff. I recorded you too, dude. Not to mention all the emails and everything else that I'm going to release. Man, you play with me if you want. But anyway, not to mention I met you in person, dude. Pay attention to the shirt next time. Pay attention to the shirt. Not to mention when you came on GTV, you showed your face. You ain't threatening me, dude. Trust me. You got a lot more to lose than a man living in a cardboard box, according to you people. A lot more to lose. And I wouldn't mind being the new owner of some things, if you know what I mean. But anyway, getting into this, I was on the phone with, this is how I know it was Gentleman Pioneer. I was on the phone with him, and we was discussing how I had a tenant that was going to stay at the house and whatnot. And Shanny and Red were there, and I wanted them to leave because I wanted this new tenant to stay there. And then that's part of a conversation that I have. I assume Burnt Toast is going to put the other edited version out there, because we didn't get a hello. We didn't get this. We didn't get that. We ain't get this. We ain't get that. We got an edited version of something that they thought they were just going to just talk about or whatever. We got this terrible translation of trash from GP's recording when he was recording me. And GP, I've always known you was recording me. The reason why is whenever I make a friend here on YouTube, it's usually reasonable that they use a Google Voice phone number. You know what I mean? But when you start telling me that you're a Christian, you start telling me that your wife's a fan of me, when you start telling me all this other stuff, dude, and then I'm constantly getting a Google Plus phone number, dude, a person gets a little suspicious about that. Then on top of that, you don't care about the teachings of Christ. You seem to be trying to set me up. You contradict the advice that you're giving me. Dude, like I said, the worst thing that you could possibly do is put them recordings out there. By all means, go ahead so I can laugh at you. So I can laugh at you harder than I'm laughing at these other buffoons. You gave that audio to them. It's all fine and well. It's all fine and well. I was going to come on here and start throwing information out here. But I said, you want to know what? You know what? Because you're a little bit smarter than these other people. I'll give you that. You're a lot smarter than Dragnut. Dragnut is an idiot. I've been telling you this since day one. This guy is a buffoon and a moron. He will make his own mistakes if you leave him to himself. Right? Burnt Toast is an idiot. The Geek Room is the village idiots. You know what I mean? And BGTV, no matter what kind of a soft spot you got for him, he's a big idiot too. Everybody in the reaction community that are atheists lack normal intelligence. They just do. Okay? So what you guys basically heard was a recording of me eventually bringing a new tenant in, which never actually happened. See, I got a soft spot. I will admit, I have a very soft spot and I'm going to get in Shanny, by the way. But I do have a soft spot for Shanny. And I have a real soft spot for Rev. I have a soft spot for these two. I believe that some of the things that they're going through, they kind of had coming when they were boasting and bragging when it was on YouTube. However, I do not support them being homeless. I do not support them being hungry. I don't support any of that. And when is within my ability, I try to go see them in person and bless them like crazy. Like crazy. They don't even know what I got sitting over here. You know what I mean? And like I said, I try to. I just got in an argument with those two a couple of days ago. But we'll get to that in a minute. We're still on GP. Actually, it wasn't a couple of days ago. It was yesterday. But GP, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I know it's in the last 24 hours. But or 48 hours. GP, listen to me, dude. I want to let you know something. None of this is taking me by surprise. I knew you was going to give away the audio. I've been dealing with atheists on here for almost 10 years, or a little bit more than 10 years on here. I am not ignorant to the devices because they work for Satan. I am a follower of Jesus Christ. Even if you did believe in Jesus or God or whatever, dude, you forget that the Holy Spirit indwells believers, and the Holy Spirit tells us about y'all wacky little plans. Not to mention, I have my people that are close to these people telling me what's going on. That's why sometimes I just don't care. I have to go on the phone and say, listen, I just don't care. I don't care. And no, none of my spies or my people that are watching Drag in this community is talking to me via email. We're talking on the phone. Some of them I meet in person. You know what I mean? So they don't care about me making a video about this and saying the little things that I say. Because we have a common enemy. And drag, it kind of stinks when they pretend to be your friends when in reality they're the ones doing the Julius Caesar job to you, dude, from every direction. You're one dumb atheist, dude. That's all I got to say. And I told you, drag, the bigger you get, the more enemies you're going to create. You got 10,000 subscribers. Look at all the enemies you got. Wait until you get 20. Wait until you get 30. And I personally believe, drag, you're going to get 100,000 subscribers. I believe this about you. I believe you're going to get 100,000 trolls to subscribe to your YouTube channel. I believe that you are probably going to be close to a person that's going to make anywhere between $500,000 to $800,000 in total net worth. And you'll probably be up there as some of the highest paid people on YouTube. I believe this about you. I've seen what you helped with JD Kane. I've seen how you helped the Non Sequitur show. You see, I don't suffer from low self-esteem. Okay? I recognize talent when I see it. And you're a good administrator. But you suck at exposing people and debating people. It's particularly me. I see all of this coming from afar. So when part 2 and part 3 and part 4 and part 5 and part 6 and part 7 of these audios come out, you ain't going to be hearing from me. If you do anything illegal, you're going to be hearing from a lawyer. You ain't going to be hearing from me at all. All I'm going to do is get on here and laugh at you. That's all I'm going to do, like I'm doing right now. And by the way, Burnt Toes, I kind of re-uploaded this just because I was thinking about you, and you have a special place in my heart. And I think I got $1 or $2 here. If you're interested, just hit a brother up. Hit a brother up.
So if you're female, apparently the way that he thinks that you should do it, the moral, quote unquote, moral way that he thinks that you should go about building your channel is to get on camera and, quote, show your body. And yeah, G-man, couple things. No one is jealous of you. Let's list the ways, shall we? You're homeless. You bounce around from...
There's some hoes in this house. 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 I'm a hoe.
By the way, Burnto, there's something on your face. There's something crawling on your face. I just thought I should tell you that. That looks disgusting. And a lot of men are not going to want you with that ugly looking thing crawling on your face. I'm just saying. Okay. But getting back to Gentleman Pioneer before I get to Shanny, which is a lot of people are waiting for me to do. And by the way, it ain't just Shanny now. Apparently it's Rev too. Because I went to Drag's community post, and apparently Rev said something. So got a couple of things I want to say. I don't know if I'm responding to everything that was said, but I'll say a couple of things to what was said on Twitch and what was said on Mr. Brokenut Silvis's YouTube channel. GP, if you want the link, when I look at the live chat, because you know I'm not looking at it right now, I probably would be responding to all of the dumb things that's being said. But if you want me to let you in here, I'm gonna need an email address, and I will give you the link. Well, actually, I could just use the email address you gave me in the past, but knowing you probably got like so many of those because you don't trust Christians online and whatnot. You know what I mean? Jesus said, "Thou shalt not trust other Christians," right? Sure. You really a believer? If you say so, dude. I think you're a liberal, like Rebuke and Reproof says. And since I'm such a punk and everything and whatnot, I'm sure you can explain this audio recording that you're gonna lie to me and tell me that you didn't give nobody. You see more so than Drag, because Drag don't got that much to lose yet. He makes a few dollars here on YouTube. I mean, he's made quite a few bit on YouTube when he was using Rev and getting all that money from him. When he was pretending to care about what they thought. He gets his percentages from these other channels and whatnot. We talked about that. I hope you play that audio too, because you're one of the people that gave me the advice on how to deal with that. I want you to play all of the recordings because you're gonna have to. I'm gonna accuse you of slander, dude. Like I said, GP, you're smart, but you're a little bit too much on a hyper. You need to spend time a little bit more time thinking about my response, all the scenarios, not just your little narrow-minded views about how you think I'm going to respond, and then try to prepare accordingly, because you already made your first mistake, dude. I'm waiting for the next one. Okay, so let's stop talking about GP. All right. He's dealing with the brain dead Lubis right now on that channel. I think they got a little show going on. Go subscribe to Lubis. He can use all of the attention he can get, so he can pay his sisters. He can pay his sister the other half of the rent. That's why he's doing this on YouTube, because he doesn't want to get a real job. So let's look at Shanny for Christ and Revelation News. Shanny made a couple of videos about me, and to tell you the truth, the juiciest videos ain't even the one that she put on Twitch. The juiciest videos are the ones that's on my Skype. Those are the juicy ones, not what I have on here, because it is true that Shanny attempted to deal with me in private, even though I totally disagreed with her. Shanny, I'm gonna say this in public. So since you said what you said on your YouTube channel, before we look at this and whatnot, you are still getting on YouTube and still going out there saying that you suffered more for using that word than I did. I mean, there's a little bit of truth to that, but you kind of deserved it. You have no business using that word. We've had this discussion both in public and in private. And you was very apologetic about it. You were so sorry when I'm there in person. But anyway, let me. Oh, and by the way,
I sorry Wilson donated $5 through Super Chat. Rebuke and reprove as a fucking idiot that apparently read a scientific study written by a Final Fantasy character.
Wow. Thank you.
People think they're smart. They ain't that smart. Some of them, a lot of these people that are doing this, they lack normal intelligence. They don't know me very well. They really don't. But anyway, let's take a look at this, because I was going to look at what Drag said. Let's take a look at what Shanny for Christ was saying on her Twitch. And Shanny for Christ, listen to me. You kind of did this to yourself. I can't believe you named your video Love Your Enemies. But I want you guys to actually hear this. I'm not going to screen share it because I think it'd be better if you guys listen to the audio. But I will show you that I'm playing something from Twitch, though. Let me show you this. Because I know how these goofy-looking atheists act on here and what they try to do. So you can all see this. Here's the video of Shanny for Christ getting ready to make her video. And she made this public. It is true that we had a private conversation. And I don't agree with her on most of the things that she said in the private conversation. I want you guys to listen to Shanny here real quick. I want to cut my camera off. And I want you guys to listen to Shanny here for a moment. Okay, I can barely hear that, and I'm sitting right here. So, let me get my phone, and I'll go on Twitch, and I'll play it that way. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Enabler has just donated $2 through Super Chat. Folks, we have Tard Fall.
Yes, indeed. G-Man can't figure this out, so we gotta wait. He's gonna play his Twitch through the phone, through his mic, to the live stream. Cause, yeah, that's where we're at. Let's see if he's got that figured out here, folks. Nope.
Guys, I'm going to Twitch. I have to go to Shanny's thingy here to play the audio so that you can all hear it. My phone has better audio than this laptop does. That is just sad. But then again, my phone costs a heck of a lot more than this laptop does too. Let me see something here. How do you search on Twitch, by the way? Okay. I think it's like this, I think. Shanny. What does she call her channel? Shanny. Okay, Shanny needs love. Okay, there we go. Love your enemies, huh? All right, so anyway, pay attention to this audio, guys. You guys are going to find this interesting. And the audio is going to be better.
Looks like it's going good. It's going good. Good. That's good. All right. Awesome. All right. So, all right. G-man, I didn't want to have to do this video. I've been debating over doing this video. But I think since you're so public right now, and I tried to tell you this stuff in private, and you're not listening, and you're making things very public, and then you're twisting my intentions of why I did something. Me apologizing to Burnt Toast was not about trying to get donations and try to get into good favor with the atheists, or how you put it, sympathy with the atheists. See, I'm out of YouTube. Okay? I'm out of the great debate. Okay? I'm out of that shit. You know, and I've been living life in the real life and not online. Okay? And just because you're in an argument with someone does not mean that I'm in an argument with that person, or I'm in conflict with that person, because, again, I am not.
Now, let me say this for the people that are listening to this. Shanny for Christ has no idea what Burnt Toast is doing on her YouTube channel right now concerning her and her kids. He has no idea what Burnt Toast is doing. She really doesn't. I have to defend her on that. She really doesn't know what's going on in Burnt Toast's YouTube channel, because I believe that if she did, I think Shanny might be saying a whole lot of different things here right now, using a lot of colorful metaphors. And by the way, Burnt Toast, you ain't the only one with the phone number to CPS, honey. All right. You atheists are stupid. Anyway, let's continue.
But to twist my intentions to such stupidity is very insulting to me. I'm sorry, G-man, but I do not have to fight your battles for you. You know I'm very sick. And I don't have...
By the way, I don't know if she's reading a script or whatever, but no, I never asked her to fight any of my battles. I don't know where she's getting that mess from. Maybe I said something in one of my videos. Do me a favor, for those who are watching and watch the last, I don't know, 7 uploads I put up here. Can somebody give me a timestamp when I asked Shanny to fight my battles? Because I think I do a pretty good job of doing this myself.
I don't have the energy for this shit anymore. Okay? I don't like doing this. I'd rather play Stardew Valley in the quiet of my home and relax for the whole day. And you caused the last few days of my life to be tormented and painful.
And that's not true. And like I said, when it's time for me to start talking about this, she better hope I don't decide to go to Skype and show you guys a couple of things. But you're full of it, Shanny, and you know you are.
Because of internet bullshit. I just don't appreciate you doing that to me. And then you turn around and say,
I didn't do anything to you. I'm not 100% sure. You need to elaborate what you mean by what I did to you.
On my high horse because I tell you I don't like how you're treating me.
Now, Shanny is doing a really bad job at dividing the conversation. On the one hand, she's talking about a video that I uploaded that was directed towards where I kind of talked about Shanny, but didn't necessarily mention her name because, by request, she asked me not to do it. But then by her she's actually going back and forth between a video that I did on YouTube and what we talked about, what we were arguing about on Skype. See, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to show everybody, number one, the only master I got is my Lord and my Savior, Jesus Christ. That's number one. Number two, and pay attention here, kiddies, okay? Me, Shanny, and Rev, we got our own different opinions about things. All you see me doing is helping them. Like I said, on multiple occasions, okay? The reaction community don't know what they're talking about. There's a whole lot of stupid coming out of their mouth when my name comes up in all of this and what G-Man has done and what G-Man hasn't done. And I mean, there's a lot of stupid involved, but let's continue.
Instead of doing what decent people do, and that's just stopping the behavior that's hurting the other person. I don't appreciate that shit. I love you. I'm not your enemy.
Oh!
But there's got to be a point in your life that you put the sword down, Peter, and you stop fucking cutting people's ears off.
Now, the Shanny for Christ that you're listening to right now when she says you got to love your enemies, just remember who's saying that. And then number two, I've had this ongoing disagreement with Shanny for Christ for years. Okay. And I'm talking for years. TST was around. She defended TST. She said, G-Man, that's not how you're supposed to deal with them. When Biden was around, G-Man, that's not how you're supposed to deal with Biden. Go to Fundy Archive and go look at how she dealt with Biden. Go to Fundy Archive and look at how she dealt with JD King. Right now, Shanny's being a hypocrite. But let's continue.
Just because you're in a pissy mood doesn't mean you have to start a fight with everyone. I mean, you came to me and Jason with such harshness the other day over rumors that were started over the internet.
For those of you who don't know, I confronted Shanny about her possibly being the one giving Dragnet information. Now, in the back of my mind, you guys got to understand something. Whenever I'm talking to an atheist, the only skeptic in that room is really me. I don't believe anybody on anybody in the atheist community, especially in the reaction community, when something is first said to me. I have like this filtering process that it has to go through in my head before I can accept what I'm hearing as being truth. I believe in going out there and actually doing a little bit of research about people before I believe something. So, Mr. Me and Drag was talking. I said, I know Shanny's the one giving you the information just to break the ice and let him know that I'm willing to play his stupid little game and whatnot. Because I know all about his divide and conquer. Drag ain't fooling nobody over here. Toe Drag, he's going to have to use that college education. Actually, come to think about it, he's going to have to use common sense because I don't think he has that. He's going to have to go to school and go get some common sense before he can pull one over on me. All right. So the issue is that I went to her and I said, well, did you do this? They told me that they don't come on here talking about this, that, and the other. Becco, I don't know if that's you, brother. If that's you, do me a favor and give me a text message on my phone so I can know if that's you. If it's not you, I'm not going to bring you in here because the atheists love to pretend to be you and other Christians to disrupt my room. Anyway, let's continue.
Had nothing to do with us or anything. You just decided to lash out on us, and we're like, what the hell? We haven't even been online or said anything.
And believe it or not, I actually believe that. Like I said, I was humoring Drag, but just to be 100% sure, because I'm a fallible human being. Becco, my brother from another mother. How you doing, bro? You gotta unmute.
Yeah. What's going on?
Well, right now I'm responding. Give me a second here. That sounds like
what's the topic?
Who's this? Oh, give me a break. All right, hold on. I gotta cut my phone off. Hold on.
Okay.
Because the troll Jules is they're gonna keep calling me on Skype. So I have to cut that off. So anyway,
they're trying to pretend to be me.
Oh yeah. They do that all the time. But anyway, Vaco, did you see this from the beginning?
No. What's the topic?
Okay, so Dragnut was making a claim. I'll start from the beginning. Just give you a quick recap. Drag was trying to argue that I wanted Shanny sexually, and he got all of this from this audio. I'm gonna let you listen to this audio, and you tell me, do you see anything here?
So the main takeaway of this audio isn't so much that he wanted Shanny sexually, right? It was the fact that he knew the house, that it was basically they were in squalor, and he was planning on throwing them out and shutting everything off and reporting them to CPS himself. That's the points that are main in this audio, right? Those are the main points. I'm not crazy, right? And G-Man's avoiding it like the plague.
And by the way, Becco,
oops.
Christian putting this on a YouTube channel. That's what Burnt Toast claims that she is. Okay, so let me play this video here real quick.
You're toast, buddy.
To be perfectly honest, if they use squatter against me, that's not going to bother me. I'll just go to the tenant and be like, look, you can move in the following month. But the electricity in that water is going off. No matter what, because I'm not going to sit there and let them run my credit through the ground. All that money that Red had is going. I said, listen, I am not Red. Then they sending me all these text messages saying that that my goal was to get shit. I'm like, what? I said, no, I had no goal like that. Not interested in getting shit. He never was interested in getting shit. You know what I mean? Livable. So if we go to court, CPS is going to take their kid.
So basically, I showed everybody why I believe that Gentleman Pioneer was the one who gave this audio to Burnt Toast, and it was obviously cut because I know that those were two different conversations.
Yeah,
that's the same conversation. They cut a lot of stuff to go straight to the end, and you can tell, right? That's very obvious, right?
Oh gosh, the editing in that is terrible.
Exactly.
It's
But it gets
so
better.
obvious that they were cutting it. Yeah,
my phone was notifying me all day that Dragnut was trying to get my attention because, like I said, the guy can't live without me. For him to be a success and for me to be the failure that he thinks I am, he certainly can't go a day without talking about me. So let me screen share something for you, Vecco. You're gonna get your laugh on, dude. I'm gonna do dramatic reading with this too, like I did with the last one. All right.
And another straw man too, just to bring up, no one claimed that it wasn't edited. In fact, the whole point is it is edited out of a bigger conversation, and she's going to post more maybe later. I don't think anyone was hiding. Like, why would we want to listen to the whole thing of you guys just like talking about wrestling or the weather and shit? Like, who gives a fuck? We want to hear the points. Now, can you prove it was arranged in a way to say something you didn't? No, you said those things. I think the context is pretty clear. But anyways, I know I'm preaching to the choir, pardon the expression, folks, but
anyway, it says, just so people are caught up, Sowing and Reaping knew that Revelation News TV and Shanny had kids in unlivable conditions and only became concerned about the kids' welfare after they alleged that G-Man wanted to get with Shanny sexually. So G-Man lied when he stated that the kids were fine, based on this new audio we received, which was recorded prior to Jason's arrest and the kids being taken. Sowing and Reaping is complicit in the neglect of Shanny's two children, as far as I'm concerned. Now listen to this last part here. This is coming from Dragnut, by the way, okay? Those of you who are Christian, ask yourself, is this something that a Christian would do? What do you think about that, Vec?
I'm a little confused because I'm trying to understand where the sexual connotation comes in. Where in the audio, or I mean, what evidence is he providing that says that you wanted her sexual?
The audio.
So here again, they're completely avoiding the main points of the audio, right? Where they got it from was that G-Man said they were accusing him of trying to get with Shanny. It came from G-Man, but that's not even the main point of the audio. Like, I mean, again, folks, I know you see what I see, but this is just willful ignorance. And I mean, and Veckel knows better, right? I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. But it's yet another exposition of them just being complete douchebags.
So, yeah, their claim is that I'm trying to get together sexually with Shanny and that I was involved in the abuse of the children involving CPS. Now, none of these people ever met Shanny or ever a day in their life. I have. I spent a significant amount of time with them. Heck, I even spent the night in the same building as they've been in on multiple occasions. You know what I mean? I have helped these people eat. I gave them a roof over their head like my Bible tells me to do. And all these people are trying to do is stop that because, you know, ain't nothing new to you, man. They hate Jesus Christ and they hate his commands. You know what I mean? They don't want to see nobody helping nobody. These selfish people, all they want is to take care of themselves, and that's it. They don't care about nobody. You know, so that's what Drag put out there. But the next one is even better because I had that conversation specifically with Gentleman Pioneer. When I first heard it, I was like, wait a minute. That's a conversation I had with him months ago. Like I'm talking about months ago, like earlier in the year, like right before winter or last year, I think it was. You know what I mean? So let me just show you something else here.
Well, here's my question: was that conversation expected to be private, or?
Oh yeah, come on, man. You know when you're dealing with these stupid atheists on here, they send people over there pretending to be your friends to get information. They want to put it on YouTube. Like we all know what they're all about these days, right?
So you knew it was being recorded, or there was a possibility?
I knew GP was recording me from day one.
Okay.
When he gave me that Google Plus phone number, claiming to be a Christian and all that other stuff and whatnot, he made a lot of claims on here that I pretended that I believed or whatever. You know what I mean? But let me show everybody something here real quick. That's why I would love for him to release those audios because it's going to be him that they're going to come after once he does it, not me. That would be really stupid on his part. Because if he only gives him a little bit and don't give him all of it, I'm going to accuse him of slander. And he knows what that means. So he goes, what you're looking at right here is the text message that he gave Drag. Playing stupid here. And he goes, what's up? This is GP. What? Okay, WTF is going on? You know, he likes to cuss and all that, right? Okay. Wow. Why do you have this man child threatening and accusing me for giving you audio recordings? There's no communication between you, me, or anyone from G-Man's universe except Lubis. To my knowledge, we are all careless for each other. Tell the punk, you heard that, Veckel? Tell the punk G-Man, who career you ended, to back off with these accusations, or I will definitely release the recordings I have of you personally. The donkey I have is way more damaging. This is not a threat. It's a promise. Wow. You know, your line of work, GP, I think you might want to be careful making statements like this, dude. You got a lot to lose, my brother. A lot. And I can always use another house. You know what I mean? Just in case you post this in your community tab, G-Man, drop the link in the chat tonight or email me the link. Punk. Stop making accusations and man the blank up. Wow. Woo! Those fighting words, man. Those are fighting words. Now, let me show you what Drag said again on his YouTube channel, because I don't think I played you the video that he has in his community post, right? There was a video that he had here. Check this out, Veckel. Listen to this.
You can't hear it.
All right. Let me see something here. You can't hear it? Give me a second here. I'm going to share it again and share the audio. Just give me a second here. It'll echo, though. Actually, I'm going to mute it. I'll mute so it don't echo.
To the point that he had to kick out Shanny and Rev. Surprise, surprise, right? If you have not already, check out Burnt Toast channel. We have some new audio. Evidently, G-Man was fully aware that the kids were being abused, neglected, and did not care up until the point that he had to kick out Shanny and Rev. Surprise, surprise, right?
So anyway, did you hear that, Veckel? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, so he's
yeah. So Drag got this audio, and he came up to the conclusion: number one, that I wanted Shanny sexually, and then number two, he was saying that that I was involved with the child neglect with the kids and everything and whatnot. Drag's a liar, and he's already been shown why he's a liar on here. While I was laughing at him during the stream. The reason why I'm going through all of this because now I'm looking at what Shanny said. I made a promise that I was going to go out the Drag. I was going to go out the Burnt Toast. And then I said I was going to dig into Shanny and Rev because of the video that she has on her channel. And you're going to love this one, man. It's called Love Your Enemies. She has a video on her channel called Love Your Enemies. So I'm going to play some more of this audio here so that everybody can hear it. Hopefully you guys will be able to hear it. And you guys will be able to hear what Shanny is saying. Now, I'm not going to start this over because we're already 4 minutes and 58 seconds into it. And then, like I said, if you want me to pause or whatever, Veckel, I will. But I'm going to be doing it from time to time to respond to some of the things that she says in this video. But she does get to a point on here where she repeats some stuff on here that I'm really annoyed at listening to. But let's play the video here.
But you took a rumor and lashed out on us. And you've been continuing to lash out on us. And I've been seeing the little fucking dicks you've been doing on. I'm not like Shanny and Rev. No, you're fucking not like Shanny and Rev.
So let me elaborate what I mean by not being like Shanny and Rev. Shanny and Rev have tendencies of getting on here and talking about their personal life all the time. Okay? And they give out free information on here on YouTube. I'm not one of those people that's going to be doing that. You're going to have to earn that. You're going to have to work that out of me. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean by I'm not those two. Okay, I'm not giving nobody no free info that you can use to harass me the way you guys harass Shanny and Rev, pretending like you guys care about those kids.
Okay, we usually ignore adversity because that's what you're supposed to do when you're a believer in Christ.
Where you can turn it up?
To mark and avoid those who...
What happened? What happened, Becca?
Yeah, I was just wondering if you could turn it up because it sounds kind of low.
I can't because even when I play it directly from Twitch, it doesn't play right. I would have to hook up my... You know what I'm going to do? Give me a minute. Talk to my audience a little bit. I got a Bluetooth speaker here that I can use, and then I'll play it through that, and then they'll be able to hear it. So just give me a sec.
All right. Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to stay too long, but I can talk for a little bit. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Veckel. Just getting some food together while I'm chilling out and hang out. So hopefully we get to the bottom of this, see what's going on.
I got this huge Bluetooth speaker in here. It's huge.
Yep.
I'm going to use this, and it's very loud, so I got to be careful.
Okay.
The neighbors are going to get me.
Blow out our ears.
He's big mouth on this the next time I hit play on this. So,
right.
All right. Let me see.
The Tatted Jedi says, no one cares about Beckel. Well, obviously.
Oh, they say that about you, Beckel, because they don't like the fact that you don't get mad at their stupid jokes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here we go.
They want so bad to offend me, and they just don't have the ability to do so. So.
All right, tell me if this is better.
I keep telling these people the only people that can really get me angry are other Christians. That's really the only thing that can do that. So.
Exactly. But they would have to know you to do that, though, right? So anyway, let me play the
Christians and people who know me. Yeah, pretty much.
Actually, the only atheist I've ever seen really get under your skin was Alexander Carson. He was the only person ever that almost made you cuss him out.
Actually, you're right about that. Yeah.
Contrary to what Scripture says. You're not supposed to keep at them, or you could even go to Titus 3:9 through 11 and read that you admonish someone twice. This is my second admonishment of you, and then afterward you leave them alone as a heretic, and that's what I'm going to do after this if you don't listen to me this time. Is I'm going to label you as a heretic. Because you are acting like Lucifer right now. Straightforward.
And that is a lie from the deepest, darkest pit of hell. But anyway, let's continue.
I looked again on your channel to see if you were talking about me. And there you are calling burnt toast HO.
In case you guys can't read and write, those of you who are listening to me, I called her a hoe. Okay, and if I'm not mistaken, didn't I put that in the title of this video? That's it. The whole train presents. You know what I mean? Burnt toast is a view whore. I have said this on multiple occasions on this YouTube channel, and that ain't gonna stop because burnt toast has a habit of saying things to draw attention to herself. Okay, if anybody disagrees with me on that one, particularly you, burnt toast, grow a set, come in this room and let's talk about it. You know, you'll false claim of being a Christian and everything and whatnot. But anyway, and by the way, Becca, I strongly recommend that you watch Burnt Toast's YouTube channel. If you believe that I'm wrong, listen to me. There's more gospel. You're gonna love this one, Becca. There is more gospel messages on Fiona's channel than there is on Burnt Toast's.
That's bad.
There's more preaching of the gospel on Fiona's channel than you're gonna find on Burnt Toast's. Burnt Toast don't get the joke, but if she goes back and look at my history, she'll understand what I mean by that. Anyway, let's continue.
Well, I'm not surprised. I mean, the fact that she associates so closely with atheists, that wouldn't surprise me one bit. So,
oh, Vaco, they love her. They shower her with gifts and money and everything and whatnot. They never want to rebuke her for any of the strong Christian message that she has on her YouTube channel. She never goes through any of that.
And that's the thing that boggles my mind. I mean, you know, people that call themselves Christians, but yet they never have any headbutting issues or episodes with any of the atheists that they hang out with. It doesn't make any sense to me. But
that's right, and that's one of the marks of a Christian. The world's gonna hate you. The world don't hate Burnt Toast. They love her.
Yep. You're of the world. Yep. Remember what Jesus said in John 15. See the world hates you.
Hey, Veckel, be careful, man, because later on they're gonna say that's the gospel according to Veckel and G-man. You could tell these people never read the Bible again. You know
yeah, right. Yeah, that's why I don't I don't take any of their comments about me seriously at all. So
Oh, and by the way, Drag said that you're an idiot or moron, don't know anything, and he said he'll crush you in any conversation that he'll have with you. But yet and still, he won't click the link later to come in here. I bet you that.
He doesn't have anything for me to be afraid of. I don't know what he's. But you know, again, that's what an atheist has to do. They have to try to make themselves feel better because their worldview is completely futile and arbitrary. So.
Yeah. And I'm gonna start taking a page out of Jill's book. These people ain't nothing but a bunch of liberal crybabies anyway. So these communists. Anyway, so let me play the video and let Shanny keep talking.
And you try to like say that she has STDs and all this other horrible stuff toward her. Like, I don't know her.
Shanny, I can promise you this. The worst of stuff is being said about you on her channel. I can promise you that. Stop being lazy and go look up her YouTube channel. Then why don't you contact me on Skype again and let's have this conversation when you hear them talking about having your kids never come to your house again. Why don't you go take a look at that, Shanny? Do your research before you come on Twitch saying, well, G-man, I don't approve of this, that, and the other. And don't worry, you'll hear this speech again in person. Don't worry.
But that is not a way how to talk to a woman. That is that's how drag fucking talks. And I've been realizing in this.
Actually, drag doesn't talk like that. Drag actually uses the T word when he's talking about women's chests. He refers to them as objects. As a matter of fact, he has an initiation before he can trust you that a woman has to pull up her shirt. And we'll talk about that in a future video because I believe it was a sexual harassment thingy on him a few videos back that everybody thought everyone ignored and forgot about because I didn't. Because one of the people that this happened to was Indigo. But we'll talk about that in the future. But with this being said, let's watch Shanny suck up the drag until she finds out what they're saying about her then.
this stuff is I think the conflict between you and drag is really because you guys are really fucking alike. And you get on each other's nerves because you are so alike. You both fucking scheme. You both fucking attack women on a daily.
As a man, Shanny, I take offense to that. And a lot of people should probably know where I'm going with that when I heard that. I take strong offense to that. You hate when men attack women, don't you? Yeah, I think a lot of you are going to be surprised what I'm going to say in this stream. But I'll put it to you this way, Shanny. Can I put this? I'm not like Dragnut. Dragnut is a fool, and I'm righteous. Dragnut is a fool, and I'm saved. Dragnut's a fool, and I have eternal life. There's a big difference between the two of us. Okay? And plus, Dragnut denies reality, and I don't. Just saying. Dragnut's a failure, and I'm not.
Daily, you're attacking a woman, saying how stupid they are, or how they are, or sexualize them in some way, or putting some sexual dig in a woman. That's what you've been doing. And that's essentially why I apologize to Burnt Toast, because I saw you use my image to incite violence on a woman.
Wait a minute. So you don't participate in violence, Shanny? Is that what you're saying? Or are you really saying that you don't incite violence? You might want to change your tone on that one with me.
And that pissed me off because I've been preaching the longest time to protect your sisters.
You heard that, ladies? Shanny's been protecting for the longest time to protect your sisters. Don't you dare put your hands on another woman. Don't you dare. See, a lot of you need to understand something. Shanny's a feminist and I'm not. But Shanny was saying, don't you dare put your hands on other women. Let's continue.
To discourage men who attack women.
That's right, men. Don't you dare attack women. Don't you dare do that. Don't attack a woman. Don't you dare put your hands on the sisters. This is Shanny we're talking about here now. I'm going to annihilate this idea that Shanny for Christ is my master today. You guys are going to hear my opinion about all this now. And I'm going to put Shanny in her place since she decided to go public with this.
You know, I don't like when men attack women. I find it horribly. I was abused by men.
Okay, so because you was abused by men, you find it terrible by men, putting their hands on women. And I think we're about to go into the, what happened to you a long time ago, Shanny. So we're going to go through this mantra again.
Why would I don't like it when men incite violence on a woman, but yet you use my image, so it's like
you heard that, guys. She doesn't like it when men incites violence on other women. She don't like that.
He's trying to say that I want to fight someone physically, and I don't.
Actually, no, I'm not. I just decided to make a funny thumbnail. That's all I wanted to do, and when I saw that it offended you, I changed it. But I'm going to use it again if I see another video like this on Twitch again. That's a promise. And it's going to be worse.
I don't. It's like, here's the thing. I know I have DV in my background, okay? Domestic violence. But the reason why is because of that.
Why do you have domestic violence in your background, Shanny? What did you do? It's out of curiosity. What did you do? Because remember, you advocate for men not putting their hands on women. Let's continue.
Because I had men inciting violence on me, threatening me, making me feel like I'm gonna get a big blow. And
this is when you should have kept your mouth shut and did a better job at elaborating what you was talking about. So let me get this straight here. You're a big advocate. And Veckel, tell me how you feel about this, man. I think me and you both agree that men, for the most part, shouldn't put their hands on women, right? Right, Vec?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
especially in rage or anger or whatever, right?
That's correct. I think The
Gotta
only
protect
time
the
a
sisters,
man
don't you?
should do that, protect himself from her trying to kill him, I guess, or
Yeah, yeah,
protect the others from the woman. Like
yeah.
a child. If she's trying to kill a child, you would definitely hinder her in some way, shape, or form from hurting
Yeah, and I
the
would
child.
absolutely agree with that. I would agree that a man should be careful about putting their hands on a woman. She's a weaker vessel. Shanny said that a million times, but I'm gonna let her talk for a little bit longer, and then we're going to talk about her and what she has done on multiple occasions.
In my life, I've been so abused where I've taken those blows and suffered a really long time because of those blows. So I had it in my system, and it took a lot of therapy to get this out of my system. But get them before they get you. That's
No, that's not going to fly, Shanny. So it's okay for the men. I'm sorry, you advocate for men not hitting women, but you got no problem with hitting men. And then this, you ain't got a prayer and looking good on this one. All right. Okay. Fund the archive, XX archive, shabby. My God, this is a ton of them. Just stop it, Shanny. Stop it. I get the point. You don't want men putting their hands on women, but you want to know what I'm going to say to you? What I've said to you in person and what I'm saying to you online. You don't put your hands on men. Period. There is no excuse for it whatsoever. Now, don't get me wrong. I love tapping everything on. I don't think nobody could complain about that. But for the most part, like in anger, you shouldn't be putting your hands on men. Becca, what do you think about that, man?
Yeah, definitely agree. Men should not be, putting their hands on a woman, except out of, self-defense. If she's coming at him with a weapon,
Right.
he's got to. I think he should do everything he can to, not deliberately harm her, but to at least immobilize her so that, she won't try to harm him or someone else. But yeah, and also, Jimmy, I do apologize, but I have to bow out. But I'll be able to listen.
No. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
For this kind of fight, this is a one-man show. Don't worry about it, man.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Well, I will talk to you later.
All right, man. God bless, brother. All right. So let's get back to her and her psychological reasons and why she beat up men.
Mentality, right? I had to get that out of my system and realize that maybe it's just my fear and a trauma response that's going on.
I can say this definitively. Shanny for Christ has never, ever, 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 ever put her hands on me. She has never done it. Okay. Shanny has been mad at me. I've been in a car with her and watch her do a complete just turn to Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I watched her turn to Mr. Hyde right in front of me because I talked about something that she's very passionate about. And I was in the backseat of a car. I told this story before, I think, on YouTube. She completely turned to a different person, but everything calmed down, everything got all right and whatnot. But she's never, ever, 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 ever tried to put her hands on me. She's never did that, and I don't think she ever will. Now, however, I can't say that about the other men in her life. But all I'm saying is that if you're gonna sit there and be so strong about men not putting their hands on women, and you know how I feel about this, Shanny, you do not put your hands on a man. Okay, this is one of the reasons why I'm totally against that feministic nonsense. Okay, and this goes for anybody watching this who happens to be a feminist. If you do not want a man putting their hands on you, do not put your hands on him. If a man is threatening your life and you need to defend yourself, then you are perfectly in the right for defending yourself. Okay, but if a man feels that way, then he's in the right to do it too. But let's be honest. Most men that do it are the kind of men that want to try to control their women. You know what I mean? Or they have a major temper problem or whatever. You know what I mean? In those situations, it's self-explanatory. But as far as her goes, Jenny, not only should you be preaching that the sisters be okay and the women be okay. Come on now. The men got to be okay too now. Come on.
Why I felt the need to put violence on another person.
But anyway, so we're going to stop there because we're going to go on through the same story that we've been listening to for 100 years now. We're not going to go through all of that. So anyway, if you want to hear the rest of it, I only went through about 9 minutes and 44 seconds of Shanny for Christ's. I'm sorry, Shanny Needs Love. That's what she's calling herself now. Shanny Needs Love on Twitch. And what we're going to do, and by the way, there's several videos on there where she's coming at me, but Rev made a video too. And I'm going to show everybody this video because I want to get the broke nut Silvers. All right. So let's get to Rev. Where is that little clip at with Rev? Where is that clip? Okay. So I obviously, Rev, and I'm going to say this as I know you're going to watch this and I know you're going to hear me saying this. Shanny put you up into making this video. Okay. I've been around you too long enough to know why you make your videos and when you do your videos. I know Shanny brought you up, put you up to make this video. All right. Some of it may be your own personal opinion. Okay. That you threw in there. But I want you guys to listen to what Rev said to me. I told you today I'm not taking no prisoners. I'm going to take an AK-47 and I'm going to eliminate all the people that came at me today in one video. Okay. While laughing at them. All right. So let's go to Rev. His channel, by the way, is the Real Revelation News TV. You can go in and subscribe to his YouTube channel. He has 200. I'm sorry, no, he doesn't. He has no. Good job, Rev. You got 1,200. You got more subscribers than I do. That's for sure. Rev should be shouting me out. So anyway, let's play this video here. And again, Rev and Shanny are extremely ignorant to what Burnt Toast is doing on her YouTube channel, but I'm gonna take away that ignorance because I'm gonna let them know what she's doing. And then I want to hear them defend her tomorrow. I'm going to let you guys see the video here so that you guys can actually watch this. I'm going to mute.
Not support one bit of what the Sowing and Reaping G-Man channel is doing right now. I want that official out there. I don't support any of it. I don't understand why he's going down this road of being exactly like the haters and doing the same stuff that they do. I don't understand what you're trying to prove, G, by having the exact same behavior as those that you call enemies. I really don't understand that. It's turn the other cheek always, and I've had to certainly learn that, and getting judged by God and putting down on a pedestal like I've been taken down. I needed that. But yeah, I needed to say this because everybody knows that I have something to do with G-Man. So yeah, the Sowing and Reaping channel, I do not believe in what he's doing there at all. And I think Jesus Christ is going to rebuke it.
So you guys all heard what Rev actually said on his YouTube channel regarding this entire situation. He wants nothing to do with what I'm doing on this YouTube channel, which is proof I wasn't being paid to do any of this. Okay, which is proof that Shanny for Christ or Shanny needs love or whatever the heck she's going by these days. Okay, the Real Revelation News TV ain't paying me to say any of these things. I, under my own decision making, decided to use them as an example to show the hypocrisy of the reaction community. So I don't have a master. The only master I have is my Lord and my Savior, Jesus Christ. Told you, I'm not taking no prisoners today. Now, he made a claim on there and said that I was being just like Drag. Let me tell you something, the difference between Drag and me. Drag made it possible for them not to be able to use a Cash App. They invaded their apartments. They went out there and had their children taken away. I am nothing like these demonic trolls that you see on YouTube. Let me cut my camera on, by the way. I am nothing like these demonic trolls that you guys are seeing on YouTube. I actually have a life. That's number one. Number two, I take the money that I make, I take care of myself, and then whatever I have left, I try to help them. I bless them big time because my Bible tells me to do it. And I'm not looking for a round of applause. Okay? I'm not looking for that. Don't want it. I just want to show the superiority of my Lord and my Savior Jesus Christ versus these selfish, me, myself, and I YouTube trolls that are on YouTube that seem to have an addiction with people's kids being taken away. If you don't believe me, ask Von Helton. Ask the other people on YouTube that they have their children taken away. Meanwhile, Mr. Silvis, a father himself, gets to have his child and everything and whatnot, and nobody attacks him and everything. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I didn't do this stream today to be nobody's friend. I didn't do this stream to be no polite gentleman. I did this stream to take care of my business. Now, GP, you did a lot of blah 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 on Drag's thingy and whatnot. I'm going to end this by kicking your behind before I go to Drag here real quick, okay? Because like I said, everything that comes out of Drag's mouth, 98% of what he says that comes out of his mouth is utter malarkey. And I'm going to prove it by looking at his channel here in a minute. But before I do, let's put the link out there real quick. GP, if you're watching GP, you wanted me to put the link out there. And just to prove to everybody that the link out there, because you know I'm a punk and everything and whatnot, there's a link right there. See, GP, I'm a lot more confrontational than you. I don't need sock. And by the way, GP, this is jokes. This is jokes that only me and you are going to understand, okay? I don't need a sock account to make my points. I show my face, okay? I stand by my work. I don't got to be a fake to get the job done. Now, there's the link. Click it. Come in here. Come to Know Your Road Boulevard on the corner of Jabroni Drive and take this whipping like a good little man. All right? Come in here and take this whipping. Come on. Because we both know that was you that gave them that recording. Try to use that stupid psychology you use against those people on me. And watch what happens. Are you going to come in with the giggling and the laughing? Are you going to come in here and pretend like you don't care? You're going to pretend like you got this great life. You got like 900 PS5s and all the other garbage that you were doing with them. Come in here and try it. None of that garbage is going to work on me, dude. None of it. Your psychology is not that impressive. And when you release those audios, especially the ones about Ms. Parker, make sure you put all those out there. Because if you don't, I will. Then there's the ones about, oh, Lord. Like I said, just put them all out there. Watch what they do to you. You won't be defending atheism no more. You're going to know how Shanny and Rev feels. That's what you're going to do. You're going to know exactly how they feel. Because if you don't release all of them, then I don't recommend you release one of them. You dishonest little man, you. We don't live very far from each other. When you want some, come get some, Junior. All right? So, anyway, let's go to Broke Nut Silvis' YouTube channel and review his attempt to talk about success and being a statistic and all. Hey, wait a minute. GP, here's a problem. I need a way to know it's you. So, because I don't trust your elk, I'm going to put this out there so that people can see. And when I realize it's you, then I'll do my thing here. Disclaimer here, guys. I do not agree with necessarily everything that my audience members say when they come on here. All right. So, okay, let me see something here. This is going to be good. Gentleman Pioneer, how are you, sir?
What's up, man?
Yeah, I'm just sitting here being a punk tonight, man. I'm just sitting here being a punk. I'm just sitting here being a punk, you know, and everything.
Yeah,
you know,
that was some punk stuff you did, bro.
Oh, I'm doing punk stuff?
Yeah, that was
you didn't give me audio to drag?
I didn't.
Into
no, I did not. No.
Oh, you didn't? Who did I have that conversation with, GP?
Listen. Do you realize that conversation is something you recorded, not me?
We both recorded it.
I did not record it.
You was on one side of the phone and I was on the other side of the phone.
I did not record it. You know that. You know how. You want me to tell you? You want to play back? Let's jump back in history, bro. I'm calm right now. I'm not laughing at you. I just want you to jump back in history. We was talking before that, and we were talking about drag. I was trying to calm you down. That was a couple of days before that. When you called me at that time, you said, "GP, what you doing?" What did I tell you what I was doing?
GP, we're talking about.
I'm asking you. What did I tell you what I was doing during our conversation?
We're talking about the audio. Hold on a minute. We're talking about. Matter of fact, maybe you don't know what I'm talking about here. Let me play the audio here, so that you can stay on topic, dude. Because you're not going to change the topic. This is what we're talking about.
You're toast, buddy.
To be perfectly honest, if they use squatter against me, that's not going to bother me. I'll just go to the Senate and be like, look, you can move in the following month. But the electricity and that water is going off. no matter what, because I'm not going to sit there and let them run my credit through the ground. All that money that Rev had is going. I said, listen, I am not Rev. Then they sending me all these text messages saying that that my goal was to get Shanny. I'm like, what? I said, no, I had no goal like that. Not interested in getting Shanny. Never was interested in getting Shanny. You know what I mean? Livable. So if we go to court, CPS is going to take their kid.
So that was a phone recording, right?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna ask you again. At that time, when you said this recording when we was on the phone, where was I at during that time when you called me?
We had this discussion because I was gonna have a new tenant.
I never said we didn't have the discussion.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. We had this discussion on the phone, okay? Because I was gonna put a new tenant in there, and you and several other people who ain't necessarily connected with YouTube were saying that that I should have never let them go there. They wasn't gonna leave, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. And I'm the one who brought up the squatter stuff because I am a forward thinker. I think about what people are gonna say before they open up their mouth. Okay, that's just how I am. So I figured that they might try the squatter thing, and the reason why I can say this to you because I said this to Red to his face.
G-man, that don't answer my question. This is all in topic.
Yeah.
You told me this is not on topic. This is all on topic. Let me turn.
It's totally on topic.
Okay, where was I at during that conversation?
You're gonna try.
Where was I at?
You tell me.
No, I'm not trying to say. You should know where I was at because this was during the time. This was during the time that you was like. This is during the time that I was like, yo, bro, and you wrote it. You put it on your community tab on the GMAN.
Grill and G-man. Oh.
This is during the time that I was going through a good family, and I told you that, and you was like, oh, and you put it on your community tab. GP's going through something at this moment, and that's right after this. This is your recording, bro.
Yes, it's my.
I didn't record this.
It's my
I did not record that.
Us on the phone.
Absolutely. So this is something that came from your
do me
side.
A favor. If you're going to give them audio recordings of me and you,
oh my God, G-man, see now you're lying on me, G-man. I did not give them this.
Make sure you don't edit it. Are you trying to say it was
G-man, I did not give them this for one.
Are you trying to say it was a video?
I'm telling you, for two, I do not talk to Dragon on. They're not my ilk. They don't like me. None of them like me. If you look at their videos, which I know you don't, you do not look at their videos. They even said, GP, I don't like GP. He's a piece of shit. That's what they say about me. Now you talking about somebody having. You talking about? No, I'm about to leave because you can't have a conversation. I'm coming here respectful, bro. Wait a minute. I'm not going to have a conversation. I sent them an email today. I sent them an email.
Wait. What's this? You don't talk to Drag? What is this?
I sent Drag an email today asking him what recordings did I give him. Me and Drag don't have conversations.
Did you go to his YouTube channel?
Hold on. First of all, let me talk about
YouTube channel. Did you go to Drag's YouTube channel? You don't talk to Drag, but you've been to his YouTube channel talking about me. All right. And on top of that, I just showed that. Don't even get me started about the emails, dude. Just stop it. Yes, you do talk to him. Stop it, dude. Stop it. You don't talk to Drag. That's a good one. I have to try to remember that one. I don't talk to Drag. Yeah. So anyway, you're probably getting advice from the Dragoon. So let me put this back up here again. He's probably telling you to porn bomb me, saying that this is a disaster. You know,
everybody in the show, G-Man is acting like a punk right now because he don't want to have a conversation because he is wrong.
I'm not acting like a punk.
This is G-Man recorded. This is G-Man recorded. I don't talk to Dragna. That email I sent to Dragna was me.
In order to have a conversation, I have to talk, and then you have to listen, and then you have to talk, and I have to listen. You over talking me makes me have to be a moderator and mute you. Hopefully, you don't.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So the bottom line, you say you don't talk to Drag. There's a video on this channel where you and him talking. There is emails between the two of you, as well as this community tab thing here. So I hear you whistling in the background. You ain't fooling
anybody. Because because I'm doing exactly what you do to me. That's childish.
No, behavior. I'm not doing that to you. I'm not whistling.
You just did it. You just did it 5 seconds ago, man. I need to? You know what? I'm gonna pull up my other phone and I'm gonna rewind it back and hear you whistling.
I'm probably humming, but I'm not whistling.
No, you was whistling.
Doing this.
You say you wasn't whistling?
It's two different things. I wasn't whistling, dude. Do you know what the difference between whistle and a hum is?
I got it right now. Bro. I have the. I'm playing it right now.
So the bottom line is, at the end of the day, dude, you lied to me just now saying that
whistled.
You don't talk to Drag.
I don't talk to Drag. Everybody, that email I sent Drag was today. I got proof that the last time me and Drag even talked, was a year ago, and that's because I was telling him. I was telling him with Miss Parker, with the massager thing with Miss Parker, and you know what? I'm gonna show my email to Drag on Lubit's channel because G-Man obviously is lying on me, and I don't like to be lied on.
No, I'm not.
Not by no Christian.
No, I'm not.
Not by no Christian. So I'm gonna show all my emails when me and Drag talked about the dates. See, I like to have proof and dates. I got the proof and dates that I could show. I encourage Drag. The
GTV may be gone, but the email address for GTV is alive and well, dude. Stop the lying, dude. Like, stop.
I'm gonna say G-Man is lying, and I'm gonna show me and Lou was supposed to do a review of this. So I'm gonna show my proof. I'm gonna show how me and Drag have even said a word to each other. Because
if you want to know the Gmail email address, guys, is gtv3@gmail.com. gtv3@gmail.com.
Bro, Drag don't like me, man. Your enemy don't like me. I remember all of them don't like me.
Sir.
So you're wrong about the recording.
What we just listened to, was that a phone call, yes or no?
You know who sent them those recordings? Your friends. I believe.
Gentleman Pioneer, what we listened to with the 44-second timestamp that I did on Burnt Toast YouTube channel, are you now saying that is not a phone recording and that is actually a video or something else? Are you saying that?
I'm telling you, stop misusing my words. I just said that's a conversation I was in with you, but I didn't record that because I was around family talking to you. So don't tell me if that was recorded or not.
Dude, me and you was on the phone when you had the death in the family, dude. Stop talking to me like I'm an idiot, dude. I have a very
so if I was around, so if I had a death in my family, I was around family. Why did I didn't record it?
Let's look at the date of this particular. Hold on a minute.
Look at the date.
Wait, hold on a minute. I want to look at the date that Burnt Toast put on this video. I believe she said that this happened in 2022, if I'm not mistaken. Are you saying that Burnt Toast is lying about the date?
I don't know what they have. I don't even care about those.
What is this, September? So she's saying like maybe June or July.
But what that got to do with me if I have no involvement with any of that?
Well, here's the thing though. I had that conversation with you because you was the one I was on the phone with.
Absolutely, I'm not denying that. So what's the problem?
You're not denying that I was on the phone with you.
Yeah, I'm not denying that. So what's the problem?
So who has?
I did not send them that recording. I didn't record that.
Who has access to your phone?
Who has access to your phone? That's the better question.
The only person that have access to my phone is me. Who has access?
No. That's not true because you told me before that you remember you told me that you live with people that you cool. No, I'm assuming you friends with the people that you trust. You could leave your phone around them and they don't even touch it.
Oh yeah, I can do that. But
okay, then. So I'm telling you right now, bro. Whoever your
conversation with me and you talking about, and me and you had that conversation, which you just admitted.
Okay, and I'm telling you.
Hold on a minute, dude. Hold on a minute, because you got caught again. This is why. Oh God, man, you make this too easy for me. So, who had your phone and gave away the information if it wasn't you? You got to unmute, GP.
Nobody had my phone because I never recorded that conversation. I wish I did.
It to these idiots, believe
I did not give them nothing. That's your accusations. That's your accusation. I did not give nobody nothing.
Dude. You just admitted that me and you were on the phone when we're talking there.
And I just told you I don't have that recorded.
Me and you are on the phone when we're talking there. As a matter of fact, when I
G-man, this is your recording.
Hold on a minute. This is what a lot of people in here don't know. When I first heard the audio, I was like, should I just tell everybody that this? And I decided to say, you know what? Let me say some time. I know that was GP that gave you that audio because I know who I have.
I didn't give nobody no audio. You know what, man? You know what? You know what?
That you're Burnt Toast.
You know what, G-man? I don't talk to Burnt Toast. I don't care about her. I don't care about nobody.
How did she get that?
I don't care. You know who you talk to? Talk to the people that's calling you not a Christian, your own friends, Shanny and Rev.
Okay, so you're saying that Shanny
don't talk to me. Yeah, they could. Yeah, I think they probably did do that because I don't know where I'm going on.
Gave them that audio.
Yes, I did off of your phone. I think they got that shit from your phone. I swear to Jesus is my witness. Please God, I think they got that recorded from your phone
No,
and
they
they
didn't
put it
get it
out
from
there.
my phone.
Yes, they did, because you're the only one that had that recorded. You know how, and the funny thing is, let's go down memory lane. When we was talking in that moment when we was talking, we was having
Shanny
a
and Rev ain't
conversation.
stupid. Shanny and Rev, hold on.
They just said you wasn't a Christian, bro.
Hold on a minute. If Shanny and Rev did something like that, and I knew that they did something like that, that would be career suicide for them. You know what I mean?
How would they? How would you know?
But here's the thing, though.
How would you know? It don't make no sense.
I'm not stupid. I know divide and conquer when I see it. I've been dealing with this for over 10 years on here. Okay, you gave the audio, and you shouldn't have did it. You shouldn't have did it, dude. You shouldn't have did it.
Have that audio, man. You're lying on me again.
No, nobody lying on you, dude. Nobody lying on you. Listen to me, dude. We both know the law. Take me to court and watch you get slaughtered in front of that.
How am I get slaughtered if they go through my phone records? Hold on. You do know they go through your phone. You do know they go through your IP addresses and phone records. You do know they go through your IP addresses and phone numbers, right?
Like
when you go to court. And my phone, and your phone, even in your phone,
I warned you.
I did not give them nothing. You know how you know another reason.
Hold on.
You know another reason I didn't give them nothing.
I warned you just like I warned Indigo. Okay, I don't mind talking about things and whatnot, but the moment you cross me, it's going to be a problem.
Man, I don't care what you. I don't care about your threats.
You cross me.
Stop threatening people like you built like that, bro. Bro, you're not built like that. I will slap the taste out your mouth. You're not built like that, kid.
You gave drag.
I didn't get dragged nothing. I didn't get burnt roast nothing.
Yes, you did. What's up?
If they say,
WTF is going on? Okay, wow.
Yes, that's me.
Why do you have this man child threatening and accusing me for giving you audio recordings? There is no communications between you, me, or anyone from the G-Man universe except Lubis. To my knowledge, we are all careless for each other. Tell that punk G-Man who career you ended. By the way, he didn't end my career. All right, I ended his. Dragna's not relevant on here no more. Dragna's a troll, and that's what he's going to remain for the remainder of his career. All right.
I don't care. I don't care about that.
Wait a minute. I'm not done yet. I'm even treating this here. Okay.
It's finished.
It says to back off with these accusations, or I will definitely release the recordings I have of you personally. And like I said, if you do it, you better let go of all of them.
I let go of all. I'm not gonna let go of just 1 point or two. I let go of all. I let go of all. I don't care.
This is not
if you're gonna make accusations on me, I'm gonna care.
Drop the link. Chat tonight or the email.
If you're gonna make accusations,
stop making accusations, man, and man the F up or whatever you put on
G-Man. If you're gonna make accusations, then I don't care. I would self-criminate myself just to prove you wrong. G-Man,
if you had a problem with me, GP, all you had to do was email me. You have my phone. Well, you don't got my new number, but I would gladly give you a number on which you can contact me. I'm a very busy man. I would have talked to you and we could have ironed out our issues. But you're crossing.
I don't like you, man, because you're too confrontational. Why would I want to talk to you in anything? I don't even want to be involved with you. That's why I didn't give no
GP. I have a past stream that I just got finished doing, GP. I have a couple of past streams that you was in, and you were saying the exact opposite of what you're saying right now. I would strongly recommend you just stop the lying, dude. Like, stop the lying.
Realize that? I don't like you, bro.
And honestly and truthfully, I want to say
bro,
this.
I don't like you, bro. I don't like you. I don't like any
the community as a whole. Okay. Y'all gotta do better than this if y'all want to see me angry on YouTube.
Bro, you know what's so funny? Love and Happiness don't like you. Other Christians I brought in here don't like you.
By the way,
I don't like you.
Message for everybody. And I want everybody to take this seriously now, because Brontos doesn't like it when you don't take her serious.
So if you're female, apparently the way that he thinks that you should do it, the moral, quote unquote, moral way that he thinks that you should go about building your channel is to get on camera and, quote, show your body. And yeah, G-Man, couple things. No one is jealous of you. Let's list the ways, shall we? You're homeless. You bounce around from.
There's some hoes in this house. 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 I'm a hoe.
All right, now listen,
Sorry,
G-man.
Jules. I don't let minors in my room.
I don't care. I don't care about Jules and Virtual. Listen, G-man, listen to what you said, G-man. You recorded our conversations. This is what you told me. G-man told me he recorded all of our conversations we had,
Yes,
including the one that just got out. So
yeah.
I'm telling y'all, I never recorded that one because I was with family. I could not. So this was whatever got out between them, that was G-man and his side. I don't care what he believes. He can think whatever because the recordings I have, me and G-man is going back and forth mostly. It's not just G-man. That was a too long of a part for me not to intercept. I usually, soon as G-man would have said something, I was like, yo, you can hear me go, yep, right, okay, yep. And I could play a recording right now that is not damaging to you, G-man, that you can hear me always
Okay, so
agreeing on things.
for those of you that need to see this, hold on, I want to respond now. He said that because he was busy, he couldn't record anything and whatnot. If you go to Google Play Store, ladies and gents, you can download something called Call Recorder, and all these wonderful apps will show up on your phone. If you download these things and set it up for automatic, if you're talking to somebody on the phone will automatically record the calls, incoming and outgoing. So that doesn't work for me, GP. It just
okay. Now I can't do that. I cannot do that. You just said you know my line of work. So if you know my line of work, you know I cannot do that. So what? So you should know. You should know. You should know. You should know. I cannot do that. So anybody in the chat, G-man recorded every one of our conversations. And do you know what's so funny? The only conversation I recorded with G-man is the Drag and Parker conversations. Every other conversation I did it. And I recorded that and I told G-man on the phone and I'm recording this, G-man. I'm recording this. So G-man, any recordings that leaks out, that's you, bro. And that's Shanny and Rev. Obviously, they don't like you, bro.
Let me say this here, guys. There's also another phone call that we had where I said, I know that you're recording all of the phone calls. And then we discussed the difference between a two-way state and a one-way state. GP, listen to me, dude. Listen to me. I don't know what kind of.
And I told you I'm not. Even in that phone call, play that. Play that.
I don't know what kind of morons you were talking to before you met me, but me, believe it or not, I actually listen. Getting back to this,
as I said before, G-man, you could play that recording. G-man, play that recording, G-man, because it was saying in that recording. I said, you know, I don't record our conversation, and then that's when you told me, oh yeah, I record all of our conversations. Play the whole recording.
This is what I'm going to do
because
for you.
That's in that recording said that. Play it.
This is what I'm going to do involving the recordings, GP, and I want you to pay attention carefully to what I'm going to say.
Do whatever you have to do, bro.
Yeah. Listen to me, dude. You sound like those dragoons right now. Okay, listen.
No, I don't really care. See, G-man, actually,
listen to me, dude. I'm trying to stay on topic, and I need to finish. Like you're gish galloping at this point. Listen to me, okay? You want me to play a recording right now? This is what's going to happen. I'm going to wait for you to put out your second recording and the third recording that you already gave to these people. I'm going to wait, and I'm going to wait to see if you actually put something on there that you had no business putting on YouTube. Because when you do, find another job, period. And I mean it.
You can't do nothing
to me, G-man. And I'm not playing with you. I am not playing.
I'm so calm right now, G-man. You
can't
do nothing to me.
And like I said,
mentally, physically, or anything, bro. And I'm not saying this as I'm threatening you.
Wait a minute.
I'm telling you
about Broke Nut Silvis. Wait a minute, hold on. Before we get into Broke Nut Silvis' YouTube channel and this lame attempt to try to pick up a girl and all that other stuff and whatnot, before we actually start looking at this and whatnot, ladies and gents, regarding Broke Nut, I want to let you know, GP, I'm not.
Just so you know, the person that just got accidentally banned, I don't see in the list yet. When I do, I'll release it.
I'm not surprised that you did this. That's what I mean by this. Okay, let me finish.
I'm not surprised it happened.
Hold on a minute. I'm not done. I'm not surprised that you would do something like this. You've been playing both sides for the longest. Okay, you would give me advice, then you would give me advice to contradict the advice that you gave me the day before or whatever. So fine and well, dude. Like I said, you and I are a little bit different. I'm oil, you're water, and like I said, I'm a very confrontational type person.
G-man.
I'm not the kind of person to hide behind stock accounts. They ain't afraid to stand by my work. I ain't the kind of person that's afraid to do that. I will show my face, and I will get on here and talk about who I am and what I'm about. While the rest of these cowards on here, like Burnt Toast, shows how much of a hooker she is on YouTube.
Listen, G-man, be careful, G-man, because I'm telling you right now. There's nothing
careful
you can
what?
do to me. And if you want to meet up and have a fair one, baby, I will
Oh, yeah,
go
this
and
lady
beat you down.
see,
I would do it.
Yes, thank you. I think Carnivorous Ape unban her as well. So accidental thing should be good to go.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. How can you have the kind of career that you have and then sit there and challenge somebody to a fight? Dude, let me tell you something. While I do have a house and I'm doing pretty well with my work and whatnot, dude, you got so much more to lose than me. You just do. You called me a punk in your particular video there, and I know people are feeding you dumb things to say to me and whatnot. Be careful, man, because I might take this video recording that you gave these people kind of personal and decide to come after you. Because like I said, me and you talked about a lot of things on the phone that I know you don't want on here. Don't play with me.
I will slap this taste out your mouth, bro.
Yeah,
if you put anything on there. So you know what you can do, G-Man? You got my email. Email me where you're gonna be at. Email me where you're gonna be at, G-Man. G-Man, let's set something up. We could go to the park, G-Man. Go to the park. We could go to the park and nobody would know. Where you want to email me where you're gonna be. I just want you to say, GP, I want to be here.
You didn't even show up. You talking about then, GP?
No, you didn't challenge me, G-Man. You said you're going to be out there with a phone in your hand. Listen to what you said. I'm going to record. G-Man, you told me you was going to record me, G-Man. That's what you said. You said, I'm going to record you. You said, I'm going to put.
When are you going to admit that I was right about those atheists when they started coming out the loving happiness? Or are you going to pretend that conversation never happened too?
See, if you stop blocking me, you heard what I said. I said that I don't like drag. I don't like none of them.
Please, dude, you're so far up that dude's jock strap. It's not even funny. It's you and the rest of these other people that are madly in love with that YouTube troll. I'm not. I'm the only one who is consistently sticking my size of loving up his rectum. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody else on here has got the balls to go after this guy the way I'm going after him, and I am literally owning him.
G-Man, I'm friends with a guy that don't like drag. Me and him been talking about dragging on for like a year or two now. Drag, Black Guy TV, Miss Parker, the Geek Room. I have talked about them all on my channel.
Why are you
constantly
to BGTV?
Constantly. I have talked about them all.
Up to BGTV?
I'm sucking up to BGTV.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, I feel kind of differently towards BGTV. BGTV is I don't want to bring him up because I think he's just a soldier. You're right about him being a soldier, but he's a moron too.
What I said that? Oh, okay. I said that, or did I say that you suing BGTV is
we're not talking about because we're talking about what you said in my last stream. My last stream.
Okay, so show me that.
What you said.
Show me that. Hold on, no. Show me that. Show me
I'm
that.
not going to. You look at
because you're lying right now. If you can show me the proof.
I'm not lying about nothing. You was a surprise guest that came in the room. And you said that you're not going to talk about BGTV, and I knew the reasons why you didn't want to talk about BGTV. So stop it, dude. Stop the baloney, dude. You got a soft spot for BGTV. I personally think that BGTV is a little fruity because he has a video on his YouTube channel fantasizing about me. I'm just saying.
Can you show me the proof? Aren't you about evidence, G-Man?
When you came on my
G-Man, aren't you about evidence?
Do your diligence.
I didn't make the accusation. You did.
That you came on. And go look at what you said.
Okay, who made the accusation?
Okay?
Who made the accusation?
No.
G-Man.
Let me do. Every time you come in my room, you attempt to disrupt, and you attempt. And
you have my name in the title,
dude. Hold on a minute. Your name wasn't in the title of the last video. You admitted that you're part of the reaction community in that particular.
I'm a reaction channel.
You're gonna lie
yes,
about
I'm a reaction.
You're gonna lie about
I'm a reaction channel. I just said I am a reaction channel. See, now you get galloping.
I'm not. I deal with the facts. I don't deal with the land of make believe like you guys do. You guys just make stuff up out of thin air about people.
G-Man, you get galloping. I already told you I'm a reaction.
You over talking me, dude, ain't making no point. I want to finish and then I will let you talk. All right. So, and I have every right to do that as a moderator. I know a lot of these atheists that believe in anarchy believe that no one should be muted. Okay, but if you come on my YouTube channel and try to overtalk me, you're gonna be muted, and I'm gonna speak. So my whole thing is this, GP. My thing is you suck up to certain people here on YouTube, and I believe that you are sucking on drags us a jockstrap because you make excuses for these people. I don't. Every now and then, Shanny will reach this mood which she's like, "Can't we all get along? Kumbaya, my lord." And I mean, every now and then she'll do that until they have to go there and have CPS visit her house every 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Before she starts to understand. And love and they came out the love and happiness, and I don't see the love and happiness channel no more. I got that email. I got that email about what you asked for regarding that. I ain't stupid, dude. I don't delete nothing. I have everything. Everything. Okay? So people need to stop this nonsense acting as if G-Man's not prepared. G-Man can't debunk. Like I said, I'm just as interested in hearing part 2 on Bronto's YouTube channel as you are. Because I know what I said and I know what the conversation was originally about. Then I know what triggered the conversation. You got to unmute.
Okay, can I speak? Can I speak now?
Yes,
all right,
stay on
cool.
topic.
Now, can I speak now? When it comes to this recording that G-Man claiming that I gave them, let me say these things. First, I don't like. I can't even say I don't like. I don't care. That's why I say care less. We care less about each other, meaning that we don't really care about each other. We don't like each other. I mean, it's not that deep, but on social media, we don't like each other. So that's one. I don't like drag. I don't like Burnto. I don't like any of them, and they don't like me. It's a mutual feeling. So we don't converse with each other. Second, I wrote that email. I'm gonna tackle all the questions. I wrote that email today, and I told Drag. And then that email, you can see that I'm asking Drag. Why is he saying that I gave him no recordings? Because you made it seem like that Drag was saying GP gave him that, and GP didn't record it. Second, I don't have those recordings on my phone. I can show all the recordings on my phone. Plus, I have GUV, I have Love and Happiness, and I have Lubis that can all tell you that those are record. I don't have that recording because GUV and Love and Happiness heard the recording I do have. The 2 recordings I do have. And if you want to bring GUV up here, he could vouch for me on that. Because he knows. If he knows the recordings I do have. And he'll tell you, nah, you don't have that. You can ask Lubis. No, I don't.
Let me ask you a question. In that audio that I played for the 44 seconds, anywhere in that audio did I say I wanted Shanny sexually?
See, this is called. Can I finish my statement, or are you moving to another topic?
Finish your statement, then answer that question.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So second. See, and this is the point. You're telling me things that I don't even know about. Now, third thing is G-Man, bro. You're telling me that I recorded something which you recorded yourself because you have the full audio. I don't. So please check your friends. I believe that there's something going on between y'all, not me. That's y'all thing. And if I would release something, G-Man, we talked about Indigo. Why wouldn't I release that? Why wouldn't I release the Miss Parker? Why would I release Drag? What we said about Drag, what you said. Why would I release those things? Those things are much more fucking horrible than this. This is that recording that you played with BS. G-Man, that recording what you played was totally BS.
No, I know why about it, but I'm gonna let you finish trying to convince us.
Okay, so you're gonna tell me again I gave it. So I don't want to convince you. I don't care about convincing you. I'm just clearing my name. And tomorrow and later on tonight, when I go on the show with Lubis, I'm going to show my email. I'm going to show my email. I'm gonna show my emails and I'm gonna show the recording. I'm not gonna play them. I'm gonna show the difference between my recordings and your recording. That's your recording. You and your friends are playing games. I think this is all probably a setup to make Drag talk about you or make somebody talk about you. I don't care about this. Please leave me out of this. Only time I talk about you,
I'm not falling for none of this nonsense.
I told you. It's not for you. It's for people that believe that. And if anybody could show hard proof. That means show my name, the email, and me giving that to Drag. Then you got a case. But until then, you don't have a case because I don't have that recorded in my phone. I don't. And I got 3 witnesses that can back me up. Do you? Do you got any witnesses that can back you up?
The important thing about this conversation that me and you are having is that me and you was the ones on the phone on there.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to come in here and lie. Yeah, we was on the phone. I'm not going to lie about that.
Yeah. So as long as I got that, I'm good. I know you're the one doing it, and what you need to understand is.
Well, as I said before, you and your friends are playing games, bro. You and your friends are playing some games. Y'all trying to pull me into your mess. Please don't pull me to your mess. No, you're trying to pull me to your mess because Shanny and Rev is mad at you. You trying to put me into that mess, saying I give something out that I don't even have. Bro.
What I believe happened. I believe that is a failed attempt at divide and conquer, because Dragnet is an unimaginative moron who orchestrated all of this. And if you
who divided? Hold on. Who divided and conquered?
This was your idea.
No. Who divided and conquered? They are talking about you.
It is no secret. Hold on a minute. The one thing that you do got in common with the reaction people is that you hate Shanny for Christ and Revelation News with them.
I just, at the end of this, remind me, I have a theory about who recorded what. I have a theory worked out, folks.
You do.
I don't like them. I don't want nothing to do with them.
Yes.
I always tell you, I never want nothing to do with them.
Like I said, I'm the one and only person.
Except for two ways.
One of the few people on YouTube. One of the few people on social media that sees through the baloney is trying to help them. I understand how Shanny feels about not wanting to be involved in all of this stuff and whatnot, and I'm still gonna help them regardless of all of the fake nonsense that you guys are perpetrating. Hold on a minute. You guys are perpetrating on YouTube. But you want to know what I think is even funnier than all of this combined? Is when you knuckleheads are trying to get on here and trying to say that G-Man was involved in neglect. See, something like that. I don't know that much about the law, but I know there's the local, there's state, and then there's federal law. You know what I mean? Because I have the lady from CPS's phone number here. You know what I mean? I know who she's watching and who she isn't watching on here. So, they. So
I said that. I said that. I said you call it neglect. No. Answer my question. Did I say that?
They're gonna mess around, and that case is gonna go. And that case is gonna get reviewed again, and those kids are gonna go back with it.
Okay, that's cool. But did I say that?
It's not even funny.
But did I say that? Did I say that you said that?
You may not be saying that in public, dude, but you gave the information to Burns.
Okay, in public, what matters? I'm saying I don't talk to nobody in public. I never said you neglected them. I never said that.
Had my phone and did something. Listen to me.
I believe that. I believe this is. I believe y'all playing games.
Forsake your friends because they're gonna cost you.
I believe. Who's my friends? G-Man. Who's my friends?
Real estate messing with me, dude. You need to chill.
Who's my friend? G-Man. Who's my friends?
These atheists on here are your friends. That's all
okay, so if I could prove that's wrong, hold on. If I could prove that's wrong, if I could prove that's wrong, would you come out and make an apology video?
Regarding what?
Regarding that none of them is my friends. If I could prove that's wrong, would you come out and say, you know what, GP, I'm sorry, they're not your friends? Would you be able to come out and say that?
Well, if you're talking about the Academy Award that you're planning on putting up regarding them or whatever.
No. I'm asking you if I prove them wrong, because I didn't only talk about, listen, I didn't only do videos. Now you forget I did videos with Tragic about BGTV and Miss Parker recently. So I'm still doing videos about them. What are you talking about? What you talking about?
So anyway, dude, you gave that information because you already admitted.
Okay, so now you're wrong, and you don't want to do an apology.
You gave that information to the wrong people.
I see what it really is.
And now wait a minute, hold on a minute, because you're not letting me finish my statement, dude. Okay, I'm gonna mute you if you do it again. The bottom line is, at the end of the day, dude, you gave that information to them. I'm not stupid. Okay, you even said it yourself. Well, actually, you could have been acting. But the bottom line is, dude, I'm not dumb. I'm not stupid. I do have foresight, and I know when I'm listening to baloney when I'm listening to it.
And I know I know game when I see game. G-Man, you and your friends are playing some games. I know game when I see game.
I'm not playing no game.
Because first of all,
I'm not playing no games. Okay, Burnt is a whore. I have nothing to do with her. Dragnet is a stalker and a failure. I have nothing to do with him. BGTV is confused, if you know what I mean, and Miss Parker is just stupid. Okay, Mr. Parker is dumber than her because Mr. Parker allowed me to find out what his occupation was. Okay, then there's the geek room. Enough said there. A room full of racists and race enablers and people that support racists and whatnot. All right. Then you got XX Archive and XX, the people over there who attack little kids all the time and whatnot. So again, nobody cares about these hypocrites on YouTube. What I want to do is I want to prove to everybody that there is a group of YouTube atheists, along with theists on here, who have ganged up with these people to be hypocrites, to create nonsense on here so that they can make money. Drag got a little bit of attention today for his YouTube channel because he made up a lie. Burnt Toast got a little bit of attention for herself because she made up a lie. As a matter of fact, Burnt Toast, I'm talking directly to you, ma'am. I actually got a clip of your YouTube channel of you saying that you got mad at Shanny because she attacked your race or whatever, or she attacked how you physically looked or whatever, or your race. Burn Toast, you have never cut your camera on. Nobody, for the most part, these people on YouTube don't know how you look. You can't even prove you're black. Even if you came on camera and didn't show your face and you did this, that could be somebody that you asked to do that. So stop the baloney. Until you actually show your face, honey, you ain't got an argument. All right, so we'll put that out there for Burnt Toast.
Okay, well.
Because I want to get to my Dragnet video here. I appreciate you coming.
That's you on her thing.
I've been talking for 2 hours.
I want to ask you a question. I just want to ask you one question.
I've been talking for 2 hours. I have not covered drag.
Okay, well, you can jump into that.
I'm far from a punk. All right, so let me just do this here real quick, guys. All right, so we're gonna go to Drag Channel. We're gonna listen to him talk about why he's not a failure. Okay, because Dragnet believes that doing what most adults do, and that's getting a job.
Remember, G-Man has nothing to do with any of these people other than making videos threatening to drop their personal information, attack their work, you know.
Continue.
Holy shit, god damn, why am I this big? Oh, that's right, food. So there we go. Let me shrink myself down here. All right. Cool. That. Oh man, green screen's fucking up too.
And I meant everything I said when I called Dragnet a statistic. He is a failure to the black community. This man's a sellout, and he does whatever Scientist Sam tells him to do, and that's my position. Okay. Now Dragnet says I'm jealous of him. I want to hear what I'm supposed to be jealous of. I wonder if it's the lard, is it the cellulite, or perhaps the fact that he breathes heavy walking to his car, or his disability or whatever. What I want to know is what exactly am I jealous of? Well, Four Eyes is going to explain here in a minute.
Yeah, okay. There we go. Nice, smooth transition to the ash on the side of his fucking face. That's, next to the ash on my shoulder. There we go. Get it. There we go. Okay. Today's been interesting. Oh man. So yeah. Mods, please put the links to people's shit in the chat thing. Shanny for Life, I think, is one. If y'all don't know where that parody came from, definitely don't know. Please link Shanny for Life stuff. I've caught a few of them. They upload stuff in weird.
For those of you who don't know, you're listening to the leader of the reaction community. He's the one who started all of this stuff, the atheist reaction community. This is the leader that you guys are listening to here. This is the person who's the mastermind behind all of the failures of their community.
Times I never catch it live, but yeah. So that's for some of those parodies. The other one was an anonymous person edited.
Okay, so let's fast forward this movie. Nobody cares, right?
When did he make this? 21. Yeah, this was yesterday. Okay,
and this is when he'll pretend he didn't watch the video and try to react to it.
Yeah, oh, that's right. I found out about this. No, that's right. I caught, I think maybe, yeah. So someone tagged me in the fucking Discord, and I was like, okay, what's going on now? And so, oh, here he is again. Like after this was done, that's when I made.
I'm waiting for Dragnet to sit there and say I keep making videos about him after he made 3,000 videos about me during the summer at G-Man. I'm just waiting for the hypocrisy on that one.
My official statement featuring my secretary. And yeah, so I didn't know what to make. Like, I actually listened to this whole thing when I got to work that day, and I still really don't understand half of this stuff. Other than this is another video of Gary being upset that someone did something with their life and he didn't. So he makes a lot. If y'all new to G-Man, he makes a lot of these videos.
Okay, so Drag did something with his life. Yes, he went to the military and he did dishes and he took people's pulse and he found out what their heart rate was in the military, but he didn't actually fight. Drag actually got a financial aid and went to college that any bum on the street can actually do. And he actually get a job making $8 more than a cashier at Walmart. So if he wants to call out a success, then his standards are extremely low.
And I had to remind him I was better than him before I ever went back to college. But I guess
yeah. Drag was so much better than me. He was so much better than me that I was whooping his behind in biology regarding the theory of evolution. He was just kicking my butt where his own community was giving, well, you know what, Drag, when you debate, you should probably do this, and Drag, when you debate, you should probably do that, and Drag, when you debate, you should probably do this. Meanwhile, even the atheists and the Christians came in the room was saying, Dag, G-man, I didn't even think you was going to do that to him, and I absolutely slaughtered this guy. Christians and the atheists are telling me I won the ones that came into Truth's room that day, whereas the people that he went to all called this guy a loser because he didn't know how to debate.
He forgot. I'll remind him. So anyway,
not to mention,
our winner
I have
box.
real subscribers. I have people who are notable who are a sub to my YouTube channel. He has nothing but a bunch of low life trolls subscribed to his YouTube channel, and I am not going to be called a troll because I am not sub to this fool. Okay, let's continue.
Our area of importance here. Nemesis Marple, Todd Malacote, Red Royals, Yemi Jackie, Kyle, Krypton, Luna Whisper, Slavery Juicer, and Shanty for Life. Awesome people. They help pay the bills.
I forgot about
really
something here. Not only is Drag a YouTube troll, but he's also a false flagger. You notice that dim-witted moron didn't want to come in his room and talk about that either. So not only is he ducking the Scientist Sam conversation, but he's ducking the false flagging that he did on my channel as well. You know what I mean? So again, like I said, there's nothing to be jealous of Drag. I'm healthy and he's not. He's an alcoholic and I'm not. Like, why would I want to be him? He sucks up the trolls. I destroy trolls. Why would I want to be him?
Some extra lobster bisque.
Hey, he's doing drugs online, guys. Look at that. He's a user. He's smoking on camera. And according to the logic of the reaction community, he's doing drugs online. But you know what? If he wasn't taking all of that money that he was getting and going out there looking at strippers and whatnot, then maybe he wouldn't become an alcoholic either. But anyway, let's continue, guys.
That's it. Anyway, so this title,
if I'm not mistaken, I believe I was told that Dragnut is a diabetic and an alcoholic at the same time. Of course, I don't know how that works. And he's disabled and he's working at the same time. Not understanding how that works, ladies and gents. This guy's a liar and then some.
Hilarious. Dragnut is a statistic. I'm surprised he spells statistic correctly. And a statistic and a failure. I guess both can be true. And some of you are probably wondering.
Okay, so let's talk about why he's a statistic. Okay, the reason why I said that about him as a quick recap, so everybody who's watching, typically when a black person graduates college, they use that education to uplift the black community, to encourage other black people to go to school and to better themselves. When this man but there is a small amount of black people that come out of college that have this superiority complex. Think they're better than everybody. Think they have achieved eternal life, that they went to college, that they had free money from the government. You know what I mean? And he went there, he graduated, he came out, and instead of this man encouraging and empowering the black community, this man came out of college with a superiority complex, a God complex, coming out there bragging about his degree and bragging about having a job where he makes $8 more an hour than a cashier at Walmart. Let's continue.
What is he talking about, Dragonauts? What does he mean that you're a statistic? I mean, well, the second I was born, I became a statistic because I added to the population of the human race.
That's not what I'm talking about, dummy. What I was talking about is how you went to college and you came out acting like a god or whatever. Like, oh, look at me. I graduated. I am a success. I am so happy you guys don't know nothing about me. And I'm going to make sure it stays that way. Because this is, but you want to know what? Let me not be fake on here because somebody from my family might be actually watching today. Because they I'm like, wait a minute, G-man, you know, we remember what you were like before you became a Christian. And it's true. I act a lot like Drag before I became a Christian. A lot like this guy. You know what I mean? I would think up into the age of from 19 to about 27, 28 years old, I think. No, not true. I got saved when I was 25. I would say from 19 to about, I would say from age 17 to about age 24, right before I turned 25. Because when I turned 25, that's when I became a believer. So, 25, right? 2000. Yeah. Around I was 25 years old. And that's when I became a Christian. So, yeah, I used to be a lot like this guy. I used to brag about my accomplishments and everything and whatnot. Now, the only accomplishment I care about is knowing Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And the only reason I know that because somebody preached the gospel to me. It had nothing to do with how smart I was or how dumb I was. It had to do with me being humble and admitting that I was a sinner and that I needed a savior. Something that this cocky, arrogant narcissist has a problem doing because he's too full of himself.
All of our statistics in one way or another, but what's the context behind this statement? Obviously, it's racial, but the bigger question here is, what does he mean by failure? Now, you have to understand the G psychology for this. Here
we go, ladies and gents. The knowledge about G-man and the psychology that he's using. Let's listen to this atheist talk about my psychology here real quick. This should be entertaining.
This creature here, G-man, does not think like a regular person. Now, the average person is pretty fucking stupid. This one,
you heard that, ladies and gents? I don't think like the regular person that's out there and whatnot. You heard that? I don't think like the regular person. Okay, I'll accept that. Let's hear what he's got to say about that.
Here thinks that he can reason the same way that most other people do. And no, I'm not.
I reason the same way everybody else do, and I reason a little bit better than the average person does. Right? And that's not me bragging. That's just telling you that I'm a thinker. I don't go around believing everything that's told to me, much like your dragoons and the people that follow after you who believe literally everything that comes out of your mouth. For the longest time, these people believed that I was 5'3". These people believed that I was living in a cardboard box. These people believed I was living in my mother's basement. These people believed all of this stuff about me because you said it. Not because you proved anything, but because you said it. Because you said it, dude. Because you said it. Now, you said a lot of things to me. You told me evolution was true, and I laughed in your face and said, no, it wasn't. And I gave you reasons on why it wasn't true. You came to me and told me that there was no such thing as God, and I laughed at you in your face and told you that's not true. We was in the Museum of Natural History, dude, and I was schooling you on why evolution wasn't true. You don't know what you're talking about, Junior.
About your people's political or social opponents and stuff like that. And
I was also schooling that so-called biologist, Fiona, as well.
No. This one here, this one behind me, actually thinks that he can have more than 6 brain cells operating at the same time. It's pretty funny.
But I can tell you what the definition of God is. I can tell you what the definition of evidence is. I know how to articulate my arguments. You don't. Your favorite answer for me, and whenever we're talking about evolution, is I'm not a chemist. I'm not a biologist. I don't know the science that well. That's something that you should ask Aaron Raw. But then get on YouTube and brag about how much you know the sciences. Drag, listen to me, dude. How does it feel? Because I really don't know this. How does it feel to get owned in the debate and know that you can never debate me again? Because if you do and you lose another time, that they will excommunicate you from the atheist community. Like, how does that feel? Like, I don't know how that feels to get humiliated so much by a guy who never went to college and studied and majored in biology. Like I've never done that, and I own you on the topic, dude. I own you. You say I can't get 8 cells in my head going, but I'm still waiting for you to answer my questions regarding Neanderthal man. Answer my questions regarding any of the arguments I made against the fossil record, taxonomy, any of the arguments I made about a cell. I mean, you're so stupid. You believe you and what was the other dude named Doc Savage got on here and said that water wasn't a nutrient. You didn't even know what a micronutrient was. You don't even know what a nutrient is. You was the dummy that got on YouTube, sir, and you said that diet and exercise will not help prevent somebody from getting cancer. And you're telling me that I don't have eight brain cells working? Dude, I met you in person and watched you get confused crossing the street. Shut your mouth, dude, about whether or not I'm smart or not. Everybody can see that you're a joke and I'm not. Just because you're fans, because you pay your fans or you encourage your fans to come on here a lot. I'm sorry, no, you don't encourage them and you don't pay them. You enable them. You brainwash these idiots to come on my YouTube channel and worship you and adore you and venerate you as if you're a deity. None of the dragoons can claim they don't worship you. Lubis worships you. Todd worships you. Carnivorous ape worships you. Burnt Toast worships you. Ms. Parker worships you, and she's probably making a joke about that right now. BGTV worships the ground you walk on. And all these other atheists out there, the only thing positive about that is a black man that you guys are actually following around listening to. For once, somebody on here who happens to be a minority actually is telling these atheists what to do. And that I don't got an issue with. I actually like it. I think it's kind of funny because it goes against their philosophy of evolution. How some of these people actually believe that they're more evolved than other people. Yeah, then why are you following this unevolved mutt?
But when you break down some of the stuff,
sorry.
Because
I love how Drag took parts of atheist pwned rap and actually put that there. You can all see the wonder share there. That's how I know it came from the atheist pwned rap, with me actually doing that. Because again, Drag wants to see my butt being shook because Drag has fantasies about me, just like BGTV has fantasies about me. Let me show you guys something that's interesting that I found on YouTube here. There is a group of people out there called the League of Militant Atheists. Okay.
Wait a minute. He's saying that these people have a crush on him? I mean, speaking of a G-Man rap, how about this? G-Man had a dream. Shit got obscene. Involved 3 men and some Vaseline. Folks, this is a guy who literally has had rape dreams involving men. You know what? This is starting to dwell into... He's just going to go through and rant about drag from now on. I think he's let Shanny kind of off the hook. They got a little spicy there. I'm going to let it play. I'm going to round it out to about 3 hours, so I'm going to let it go another 15 minutes. But I think we have pretty much got anything we want out of G-Man tonight. The rest of it is going to be him crying about Dragnot and everybody else. But still entertaining. So like I said, let's give it another 15 minutes. And if something cooks up, great. If anything else happens later, we'll just cover it tomorrow night. But, well, let's see where it goes.
And I want to show you something here so that you guys can understand what these people are really all about, right? The League of Militant Atheists attempted to control and exploit the proletarian freethinkers, a group founded by socialists in 1925 in order to diminish the influence of religion, particularly the Catholic Christianity in Central and Eastern Europe. Now, this modern day atheism that you guys see today is all it is part of this old militant atheism. They believe that they can find some Christians, get some factual information about them, a lot of non-factual information, and they can go out there and dog them, that they can stop people from wanting to be Christians. You know what I mean? And this video that I'm doing here has nothing to do with whether or not somebody's a Christian or not, or whether or not somebody's an atheist. My entire goal here, and I want people to understand this, my entire goal for my videos, because Shanny keeps saying she doesn't know why I'm doing what I'm doing, is I want to show people the hypocrisy in the reaction atheist community. I want people to see it, that these people are religious. I don't see the comment section yet, but I'm pretty sure somebody's on there saying that G-Man's angry. That seems to be a mantra with these people. They have to believe this in order for their worldview to make sense. I have to always be angry. I always have to be this this divisive person for their worldview to make any sense. And these are the kind of people that you have to pity. These are the kind of people that you have to try to lift up from the depths of the poop that they're in. You know what I mean? And you got to try to talk to them so they can feel better about their pathetic little lives and whatnot. But everybody ain't angry. Some of us really are against the atheistic mindset, particularly in the reaction community. And our goal is to show the hypocrisy that exists in it. They do the exact same things that they claim that other people are doing, but it's okay for them to do it. But it's wrong for everybody else to do it. Can you imagine living in a world with that kind of hypocrisy? But that is the world that they're fighting to have, where everyone lives on lies and fantasy and make-believe. No one's dealing with facts and factual information. No one wants to deal with that. Atheism to me is pathetic, and people need to understand that it's pathetic. And when they see that, the hypocrisy of the atheist, yeah, I mean, you might be able to get 1 or 2 people to start questioning whether or not that worldview is the best worldview, and they need to re-examine the gospel of Jesus Christ and to see whether or not they was deceived into believing that atheism was the best way to go. And I'm sorry, the reality is that they was deceived. Okay. Okay, now Revelation News says he doesn't support me because I know Shanny told him to say that. Shanny told him to say that he don't, that you know, that and I don't need to prove it. All of you know it. Where's my video at? Do not support G-Man, drag reviews. So let's take a look at a few more minutes of this because, like I said, I'm not drag. I don't have time to go through his entire video. I got a life.
Because some of you have tried to, I think people in Burnt Toast chat were trying to do it the other day. Some of you put together different statements that he's made in the same video, such as asserting that Burnt Toast is a minor, and then also. And
then I just showed Veckel the audio that was played in. He even saw that it was edited, and it wasn't even edited good. So if this is your lame attempt to get the Christian community to be against me, you guys got to do better than that. I got to do better than that. You might be able to get the Hebrew Israelites to believe that because the Hebrew Israelites are just as dumb as you guys are. You might be able to get them. But you ain't going to deceive no Christian with this. Not a real one. Not somebody who has the Holy Spirit. Because every Christian that has ever had a problem with something that I did on YouTube has contacted me via email or we have talked on the phone and things were clarified. Shanny and Rev didn't even do no research. And they're sitting there saying, well, Burnt Toast, I don't support this. Let me show you guys something here. Let me show you what Shanny for Christ and Revelation News don't know. Okay? Let's go to Burnt Toast's YouTube channel here real quick. And I'm going to show everybody what I'm talking about. This is what Shanny for Christ and Revelation News don't know. And this is what happens when you defend people without doing your research. Or trying to speak to people without doing your research. So let me just screen share this here real quick so everybody can see this here real quick. We don't need to, actually, I'll share the audio too. I want to show everybody Burnt Toast's YouTube channel. Okay? Burnt Toast, your toast, buddy. This is supposedly a Christian YouTube channel. Give me a break. I don't need to go into it. Everyone knows that this girl's a liar. She needs to close her legs and start having people listen to the, you know.
To be clear, she's never claimed that the channel is like, the topic isn't Christianity. It's not a religious debate channel. It's not spreading the gospel channel. She's just said she's a Christian. Just to be clear. The channel has never claimed to be about Christianity.
Does it look like a Christian YouTube channel to you? And look at what she's talking about on here.
And no, she's
I don't
not
even
black.
know who Burnt Toast is. Shanny needs to go look at how many times they're talking about her kids. Saying things that I wouldn't even be allowed to say in her presence. I want people to see this. I want Shanny and Rev to see this so that you can see what they're defending. They're literally trying to get her kids to never come to her again. That's what they're literally trying to do. They're literally trying to do that. But anyway, let's go back to the drag thing and whatnot. Because again, I like listening to drag stupidity sometimes. I think he's a funny dude. A stupid dude, but a funny one nonetheless. Where's that video at? Back on a whole train. Let's go here with Dragnut Silvers here real quick. Here we go.
Suggesting that he's had sex or could pay for sex from Burnt Toast, which would make him a pedophile, right? Yes, because you took two claims that he made.
That's right. I claimed that she was a minor. That was me teasing her. And then I said that, you know, I treated her like a little whore. Because that's what she is to me. She's a view whore. Burnt Toast is going to say whatever is popular. Let me say this again. She's going to say whatever is popular to get the biggest amount of pop for her YouTube channel, which is a joke. Me, on the other hand, there have been, like I said, Drag lied about having a relationship. Drag and Miss Parker fabricated this lie on YouTube. You can go look it up. It's on YouTube on other channels where Dragnut and Miss Parker got together and claimed that they had a relationship with each other just so that they can spark some interest in their boring behind YouTube channels. Let's continue.
Made in the same instance and put them like within the same sphere as he would himself. You can't do that. He does not understand that.
Super high IQ. Above average, okay? Have an IQ equivalent to presidents, okay?
There were 9 people in the live chat 30 minutes before this stream started. That's 50% of what Gary gets during his G-Fail cast on his channel with.
So for years, a lot of these atheists have always measured success of these YouTube channels based on live viewers. Now, a lot of us don't agree with that. A lot of us don't agree that the success of our YouTube channels is based on live viewers. The one thing I will never be able to do on YouTube is be able to consistently, and you're going to hear this come out of my mouth. Okay, this is the difference between me and, this female that you guys are looking at on camera here, Dragnut, who is more interested in my life than he is about feeding his own wife and kid. You know what I mean? But I know I'm never going to be able to get more than maybe 30 people. And occasionally, sometimes, I can get about, like right now, I think I got about 23 people watching me. I might have 17 later or whatever, right? But the bottom line is I will never, ever be able to consistently get 50 to 100 live viewers. I've had that many. I've had almost 1,000 on my, not almost 1,000, almost 300 when I did the whole chocolate atheist stunt. When I had, when atheism is unstoppable on my YouTube channel, and a couple of other times on my G-Man channel where my live viewers was higher than normal. But I already know as a Christian, as a fundamentalist, like there are people more popular than me, like Matt Slick, that can't even get that kind of a live audience all the time. You know what I mean? So I don't measure my success on live viewers. This is what I am happy about regarding my YouTube career, is the fact that there are people leaving atheism for Christianity, leaving the Hebrew Israelites for Christianity, leaving Islam for Christianity. I love, and when I say I love this, I mean I love this better than anything. I love the fact that I can get in a room with a college graduate or somebody who's semi-college graduate and whip their behinds on the topic of evolution and show everybody why evolution is not science and why it's pseudoscience, and you getting beat by a dude who didn't major in this in college. I love the fact. Let me tell you what the thing I'm most proud of, that nobody else on YouTube. Think about this. I'm just some black dude on YouTube. I'm just keeping it real, dude. I'm trying to be humble. I'm just some black dude on YouTube, Christian on here, trying to preach the gospel, right? But do you want to know what makes me get up in the morning and go, wow, God is using me? The fact that I got Matt Dillahunty stupefied and afraid to deal with me on the slavery issue. Y'all don't understand how edifying that is to me. Y'all will never understand that until you walk a day in my shoes. I love the fact that Matt Dillahunty is such a coward that he'd rather talk about me in Australia, but won't talk to me face to face on this topic of slavery. Because we all know that he uses white guilt in order to try to promote his argument.
So these apparently are a list of G-Man's highest accomplishments in his life, folks. He got Matt Dillahunty to mention him, and he, in his own twisted version of reality, he somehow pwned Dragnut in the conversation, which I doubt very much. But folks, I think this is where I'm going to leave it for tonight. This is where my interest is starting to kind of wane a little bit. I might listen to it in the background, but if someone wants to pick it up after, I don't know, Black Guy TV or somebody else, but feel free to drop the links in the chat. But first, my theory. I said I had a theory of my own, and it's anybody's guess about the whole recording incident. I do believe GP, that he didn't give out the recording. He sounded pretty damn sincere. I gotta say, I mean, I don't know for sure, but G-Man also has a point. If there was only two people involved in the conversation, only one of the two or possibly both have recordings. Now, here's what's interesting to me. The recording that's being played is obviously not the original recording, or at least not on G-Man's side. It's obviously a recording they're listening to, and you can hear someone's mic moving around, and just the audio quality, everything, right? Now, is it possible that either... If it was actually Rev and Shanny, I can't give them enough, cranial fortitude to actually think about, stealing this and getting the audio and everything. Though if G-Man gave them a device and the sound file was still on there and they stumbled on it, right? So we have G-Man admitting that he recorded the original recording. It sounds like a third person. Now, it could be because G-Man's really... I'm trying to think of a scenario, because it's definitely a third person. You can hear the scratching of the mic, the audio quality. The rendering we have is somebody who got the recording. Now, hear me out, folks. Hear me out. Yes, it's possible. Reverend Shanny, maybe on that MacBook or something that G-Man gave him, that he forgot he had an audio file on there. And they got it that way. But it's a third person, the mic scratching at. You want to hear my theory? Here's my theory, and it's complete speculation, okay? G-Man's got a big fucking mouth. G-Man admits he likes to sit in Skype and shit talk people. He likes to sit with his Christian buddies. I'm thinking this motherfucker has forgotten that after he's had this conversation, he probably ran right to Skype with 3 or 4 of his closest buddies at the time, and one of them recorded it off Skype while he was playing it for them, and he's forgotten about it. And whoever that person was is the one that's giving over the audio recordings. That's what I'm thinking. It's something like that. I can see that scenario playing out completely. His big fucking mouth. So we know G-Man's the one who actually recorded it. G-Man ain't going to give it out. The only way I can see Reverend Shanny getting a copy of it is if they stumbled on it. But I couldn't see them sitting on it and stuff. It's possible, though. It's possible. But it's a third-person recording. That you can hear. The version that we are hearing. There's someone scratching it. I think he shared it. I think he played it. And I think somebody in a Skype call. And I think they grabbed the recording and shared it. I don't know. It's anybody's guess. There's a few different possibilities. But it definitely came from G-Man. I don't think Gentleman Pioneer, whatever the hell his name is. I don't... just the sincerity in his voice. I don't think he did it, and I don't think he had the means. I don't think he even had a copy of it. Yeah, it's possible, Todd. I mean, it's possible it's Reverend Shanny. I just don't see them being that smart. And again, the audio file is obviously someone recording it. Like, it's a recording being played for them. You can hear their mic scratching, and it's like they're like recording on their phone or something from a speaker or something like that, or a capturing device or something. It's an after recording. That's right, Fat Photog. So unless Reverend Shanny, I mean, they are that dumb too, they could have found an audio file, but if it was on their computer, they could just send it. But maybe they just recorded it on their phone or something and then sent it. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I'm just saying it's a very plausible scenario that G-Man can't remember that he was shooting off his big mouth in a Skype call and someone recorded it. I mean, all these things are possible. That's all I'm saying. So... We'll have to get to the end of it. We'll get to the bottom of it. I'm sure it'll all come out eventually. But gee whiz. But folks, tomorrow night we'll pick it up. We'll check in. I know Rev put out a video and stuff, and we'll check that out. Of course, we got lots of Von Helton to go through. Von Helton on today's stream admitted that he hit a woman, but folks, she deserved it. Oh yeah, we're gonna be covering all that tomorrow night. So anyways, let's cut it off here. So again, if someone else, Black Guy TV, somebody, if they want to pick it up, Todd, whoever, throw the link out there, and we can laugh at G-Man together. Until next time, folks, please thumbs it up, subscribe, blah,